Damaged souls, I done damaged those. Struck a camera pose. Trunk a berry man of lows. Cam out. What up, what up, what up? What we got in here? Over here liking stuff and stuff. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. What's going on, young Mike? How you doing today, man? We've been over here partying it up. We just had finished up our Christmas party. We did some karaoke. We did I made some wings on the smoker. I got one of those GMG pellet smokers. Yeah, we just having a good time, man. My sister, she's a professional singer. She's actually touring with Jasmine Sullivan and as well as Tevin Campbell right now. So she's here. So she was teaching me, like we were doing karaoke, and she was like, yeah, you can sing. Yeah, you just need to do this, do that. So she had me doing breathing exercises. I'm laying on my back. She got a book on my stomach. I'm breathing in deep breaths, trying to teach me how to sing from my diaphragm. I'm like, dang, this is crazy. I didn't think I'd be able to sing, y'all. Shalom, brother Andre Wavers. I don't remember seeing your name in here. So, Andre, if this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, you guys, big news. Great news. I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait so we can get a few more people in here. And I got something to share with y'all, man. Something that I actually thought could happen. And then I started looking at numbers and I was like, I don't know. It's not gonna happen. So I got Nah, you don't want to hear it just yet, man. I'm in the lab, man. I'm in the lab. She got me over here working, gave me some homework. I done downloaded a piano app so I can learn the keys, learn the different tones, different pitches, and all those different things, and to mimic those things. So now I know that if you start in the middle of any keyboard, that this is C, and I can make that sound. So. But skip it, man. Y'all in here, we got the faithful few. We just going to share the information, man. You guys, so remember I was saying that we were going to do a 30K giveaway at the beginning of this whole Vlogmas series. And I was like, man, that'd be so dope if I could give away some bags. I bought a bunch of stuff. And then I started looking at the numbers and I was like, man, but I'm like 800. I'm like 800 subscribers away from being at 30K. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it in this December, in between, December 1st and up to December 25th. I don't think I'm going to make it. So I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen my videos titled like Kevin Durant type hair, how to cut 4C hair. And it's actually my biggest video to date as far as the views go. And for the last couple months or so, it's been around 600 and something thousand and climbing. Well, I don't know what happened, but it just took off like a week ago, and I wasn't even paying attention. All I seen was like, I knew I was getting more comments on that video, but I really wasn't. Yeah, you guys go ahead and hit the like button. But I really wasn't paying attention to the amount of comments that were coming through. What up, Malachi? As well as the interaction or engagement. And so I just happened to check. The night before last, I just happened to check my subscriber count. It had jumped up like 400 or 500 subscribers, and I was like, "What the heck is going on?" And then I went to the video, and the video was at like 700 and something thousand views, and so it's just been growing and growing. And I saw last night before I went to bed, I was like, "How many am I away?" I think I was like 40 or 50 away from 30K. Out of nowhere, y'all. I'm talking about like a week's time. It's jumped up 800 and something. So I got up this morning and it said I was like 10 away because people have been watching the video. And so I went onto there like in the afternoon or something like that. And it said I was at 30,005. And I'm like, what the heck? So I didn't even think I was going to make it, but I had planned on making it. And since we made it to 30K, guys, we're going to do our giveaway. So I'm gonna put something together so I can figure out how I'm gonna raffle this stuff. Not raffle it, but I'll do something like make sure you're following my Instagram. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Make a I don't know. I might make a post and say like a 30K post, tag 3 people or something. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but we will have a winner, guys. We'll have 2 winners by the end of Vlogmas. We'll probably end it on Christmas just to let people know, like, hey guys, you won. Thank you for the support and all those different things. But man, thank y'all. This is crazy. 30K. This time last year, I was at like 5K, you guys. 5K. I think I had just hit, I know January I had just hit like 6,000 something. So here we are a year later and we're up to 30,000. It's amazing. And it's not about the numbers because I view the numbers as people, as well as some of the people, they see crazy haircuts and that's the stuff that makes them want to subscribe to the channel. But I didn't want to build my channel around those individuals. I wanted to build my channel around people like you who are coming to the lives, those who are going onto Instagram, submitting your haircuts, trying to get better. Those are the type of subscribers that I really want because I don't want to have to keep making crazy videos to attract people who are not in the industry, those who don't want to be a part of the industry. Like if you're cool with just, I like watching barbers cut hair, then cool, come to my channel. But if you're just like, oh man, he did this crazy mullet, what's next? Was he gonna give somebody the Kanye West haircut? Like that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you guys who are committed to your growth. And who is drunk cooking? Oh, drunk cooking with bald head. That's your name. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Actually, drunk cooking. This is my first time seeing you here. Welcome, guys. Any first timers here? Let me know how you guys found out about it. And thank you for being here, first of all. But yeah, you guys, if you're in here, go ahead and hit the like button like my guy Mike says, because it's going to help bring more people, more awareness to anybody that's trying to learn and that are interested in the things that you're interested in, which is cutting hair, trying to get better, financial information, family information, you know what I'm saying, relationship information. So that's the kind of stuff that we want to bring about in my channel, as well as grow you as an individual and as a barber in training, or a barber that's already cutting hair that's looking to get better. So thank you guys for all of the congratulations, man. I really appreciate it. And he says gets old when it's too repetitive. Yes, definitely. Bree, I love when you do these videos. It makes me pay more attention to my cuts personally. Okay, Bree, well, I'm going to need you to go ahead and submit something. So what we're doing, we do the cut critics. And what that is, guys, if it's your first time and if you haven't seen the videos before, it's where I critique. I know I spelled critics wrong because I spelled it like my name. My name is Chris, so I'll put my name in it. So you're going to get your haircuts critiqued by me. And it's just an opportunity to open your eye or train your eye, because a lot of the time you may not see an issue. You're going to cut the hair, you love it, you take a picture of it, you still love it, you post it, you love it. So what I'm saying is, hey, send it to me and I'm going to show you what you missed. And then you're going to be like, man, I don't even want to have this picture posted no more because I never saw that. So my goal is to point out what you don't see. So then when it's time to cut hair again, you're looking for it, and now you don't have that in your haircut. And that's the same system that was the same approach that I took in barber school. I found a guy who I felt like was the best, and every haircut I was like, when I was done and I couldn't see nothing else, and I felt like, okay, this is some good work. Now let me call someone that I feel is better than me over. Hey, what do you see? Then I had him point it all out. Then I'd go in and fix it. And I wanted to make sure that he couldn't find anything after I fixed it. I'm calling him back, and I want to make sure that he comes back over and don't see anything. And next time I want to look for that, so it's not in my haircuts anymore. So when I call him over, eventually it became a point where he's like, I don't see anything, bro. Like, you nice with it. Why are you calling me over here, bro? You're good. And what that let me know is that I'm either equal or better than him, but there's always somebody that can help me grow and point out something that even he doesn't see, because someone better than him can point out flaws in his work. So, and my guy, he's great. He was just a couple years ago. His name is Jason Malone. He was actually like voted best barber in Dallas because I'm not in Dallas. I'm outside in the outskirts, so they don't know me. But he was voted best barber in Dallas. So when I say he's good, my guy is really good. So thank you, Bree, for being here. Chromium J, my guy, what's going on? What's going on? What up, On Cue Photos? Yeah, thank you, AAC, man. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. I sent you a picture of Damien's cut. I did to him. Okay, so with that being said, man, let's just jump into it. Because like I said, I got family in town and I don't want to be gone. My sister just got in town today. So, yeah, my alarm over here is going off. But let's get to it. I taught today in church. Y'all missed it. This was a good lesson right here. It was called Exchanging Fear for Love. But let's get to Instagram. What up, G? What up? What up? All right, so we going straight into these haircuts. Let me know if you got anything. You know the process. If you got anything, send it on over, and we're gonna get it taken care of. Okay, and then the other thing is I don't see my picture anymore. I don't know why, but I want my picture on here. Default scene. Uh-oh, look at me messing stuff up. New scene. Okay, there's that. But gee, I was telling them, man, we hit 30K today, man. 30K subscribers. So it's going down. I didn't think we were gonna hit it. I'm not gonna lie. I had hoped that we hit it before Vlogmas was over. And then I looked at the numbers and I was like, yeah, with me not actually putting out tutorials and just doing these lives, the growth was slower. But man, my Kevin Durant video took off, and now we're at that number. Like, it's crazy. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys, and then I'll go right back to it. So check it out. Let's see where the subs at. So this is the Instagram whatever dashboard for if you have a channel. So look at this. In the last 28 days, we've grown. That's crazy. And I bet you most of this is within the last week or so. So look, man, we at 30,000. That's crazy. And I'm getting a little paper off that video, man. People watching that video, I'm gonna get a little check here, guys. This is crazy. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. You said, I struggle in barbering. I'm yet to have the feeling of completing a great haircut. I need you to submit a haircut, and I'll tell you how great it is. If not, I can tell you what you can do to make it great. Because a lot of the times, it's just a few little tweaks, and before you know it, man, you got like what you consider to be perfect haircut. But then you grow beyond that. So 28 minutes ago, we had Eleazar submit something. Sir, are you in here? Potato Guy, are you in here? Steve, are you in here? If you guys see your name because you submitted something, let me know and we can get to it. Kyle, are you in here? I told you would go first today. So if you're in here, let me know and we'll go and start with you. Eddie, are you in here? And I know Mr. Polka Dot Shirt is in here. All right. Malachi, that was you with the polka dot shirt, right? If I'm not mistaken. You said I sent some in. Oh, and G sent one. G, where you at? I know, okay. It says 1 day ago. I know we did yours last night. Let's see. Yeah, G, I don't have a new one from you. Let me refresh. Maybe that's the issue. So yeah, for you guys to, if you want to submit a picture, I want you guys to go ahead and follow the page, and then you go ahead and submit it. Diego, what's your name on here? We'll start with you since you submitted it a couple nights ago and we didn't get to it. It's probably under the request. Which one is you? Do you see your name? Let me know and we will start with you. Because I don't want you to feel like, man, this dude just skipped over me. I want everybody to have their opportunity so they can go. What do you want to tell Joe Byron? I just seen that. Man, people are crazy. Like I said, my sister and my brother is in town. We sitting up looking at my phone today, and that came on. He was like, "What do you want to tell Joe Byron?" And then dude said something. Man, his voice is so funny. Like everybody in that video's voice is funny. Okay, yours is the one that says Edgar with no picture. But what's up? What's up, Los? What's going on? All right, Diego Hicks. Oh, okay. All right, we see Diego Hicks right here. You said a few days ago. That thing say one day. But let's get to it. Diego, are you ready? Well, let's go. Let's go. All right, put you in the primary section. All right, Diego. Since you're a new guy, you don't know the rules. Here are the rules, guys. We got 3 pictures of 3 different haircuts, which means he didn't follow the homework. I need multiple angles of one haircut. If you want to submit 3 haircuts, that's fine, but I need multiple angles. Why? Because as we're in here doing this, you will take pictures of your favorite side. For all I know, the other side is a taper fade. How can I know? How can I help you if I can't see the flaw in the cut? One angle does not tell the story. This is good for advertising, but it does not help you to grow because I can't see what you did wrong. I can tell you, hey, man, you dropped your guideline on the other side lower because this side looks like more of a mid fade, but this side is a high fade. Let's make sure that we put a consistent guideline in. This is how you can start. You can start doing this side, go to the back, then come to this side, go to the back, look at it from the front. You see what I'm saying? I can give you better information if you give me multiple angles. I can't see if his edge up is dropping on the other side and this side looks fine. I can't see if you left a patch of hair here. I can't see if the fade is darker here. So what I've been telling people, and I know this is your first time, so I'm gonna show you a little grace. But I don't do, listen guys, I'm not going to review anybody else's, and I've been saying that every night. It's so funny. I'm not going to review anybody else's that is not multiple angles. Just because I can't provide you the proper help. Actually, I'm not going to touch it. Diego, do you have any angles of these same haircuts? We'll start there. If not, do you have anything in your phone where you might have did a video all the way around? Or you might have got at least both sides in the picture, or both sides in the back, or both sides back and front. What do you have? Because like I said, this is not going to help you if I can't see the whole haircut. I can definitely point out some things, but I want to give you the most help. So let me know while you respond to that. We're just going to go over here to my guy. I think this is Malachi. Now, Malachi, I'm not going to do these because I definitely remember telling you. We went through all your pictures, and I remember we were saying that your haircuts were good. I remember Gucci Goose was on here commenting saying that you should go up on your price. So if I can remember all that about the conversation, I definitely remember telling you we need multiple angles of the same haircuts. So look, when we get to these new pictures, unless this is the same guy, which I don't think it is, then I'm not going to respond to it. Guys, I need multiple angles. This looks fine from this side, but how do I know that the other side is not messed up? I don't know because you're not providing the information. So Malachi, resubmit them. Resubmit them. I need multiple angles. He said, I know, man, my bad. Yeah, man, work with me. I'm trying to work with you. I just require that. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for payment or nothing. I just ask that you guys give me multiple angles so that I can be the most help to you. But other than that, what y'all got going on? Anybody else in here who submitted anything that is looking to... Oh, Eddie, you said... I think that was Eddie. We got a YouTuber, guys. Check my boy out. This is my guy, the Barber Teasy. Man, a fellow brother right here. One of my guys, man. He's been in the industry a minute. He's been on the YouTube scene for a minute. Teasy the Barber. He just sent his prices up to, I think he's starting off at $100, guys. So my guy is doing his thing. He's also from where I'm from. He's back home in Portland, Oregon. I actually got to get out there and I'm going to swing by your shop. But Teasy, if you would like to go live and chop it up with these guys, if you have any information, like I can send you a link and you can come on live and we can chop it up a little bit, man. I would love to be able to talk to you. So yeah, just let me know, man. I would love for you to come on. We've been doing this live thing every night, and it's crazy, man. I hit 30K subs today, man. Crazy, crazy. No problem, TZ. Yeah, you guys check out his channel, man. My boy been at it for a minute. So the more people you can follow that's leading you to the path that you want to go, why not? You know what I'm saying? So let me know if you want to join TZ. I can send you the link. You can say something to the people. Okay, he says let's do it. Let's do it. And you can even if you want to go through it with me, man, we can look at some of these haircuts together. So let me get this link sent up to you. Let me pull this back up. All right, here. Let's drop this down. Let's get this. And give me just a second, TZ. I'm going to get it over to you. New interview settings. Nope. All right, I'm copying this. Now I'm going to hit you up on IG so I can send you this link. All right. That's funny. The last thing we were talking about, you said send me a link. All right, Command V. Uh-oh. I thought I copied it. I just sent you my whole church scripture. All right, let's Command Z that. All right, let me go back. I thought I had copied this link. All right, link copy. There we go. Command V. Bam. Get my dog in here. Get my dog in here. All right. You guys, man, this is cool right here. This is very good. This is very good. Bring my boy in. Let's get back here. Let me bring this channel up. Thank you, G. I appreciate it, man. It's amazing, man. Like just knowing where I came from. You start with zero. You know what I'm saying? Like you literally start with 0 subscribers and you're trying to make a name. You know what I'm saying?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. What's good, big bro? Or little bro?
What's up with you?
Oh man, I'm chilling, man. I am chilling. Let's see. I wonder if I can
That's what's
crop
up.
this.
How's everything? Congrats on the new house.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Well, you won't even believe it, man. This March will be 2 years that I've been in this
Okay.
house. Yeah, so it was like
Okay.
right when the pandemic happened. And
That's
already I'm
crazy.
like, bro, where did the time go?
For real.
So what's
Yep.
going on, man? I know you got your own shop.
Yep.
Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a long time coming. I remember everything, all the struggles to get
You
to this
already
point,
know.
man. And now you here, you doing your thing, you going up on your prices. What you want to say, man? What you want to talk about today?
Man, you know what I'm saying? What's up to the people, man? I'll talk about anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be where I'm at. I've worked hard to get where I'm at, and it's time to level up, you know? And
Yes, sir.
so stepping up, we finna see what happens.
So have you already gone up on your prices?
No, not yet. Not yet officially, but I have like all my new clientele that I'm bringing in
Uh-huh.
this month are already starting at that new price, so they're just already ready for it.
Okay, so what the for everybody else, when is that going to take place?
January 1st.
Okay, so you right around the corner.
I'm right. I'm like a week and a half away. I think two
How do
weeks.
you feel?
I'm I'm excited. I'm nervous, obviously, because it is a hell of a jump, But I'm excited though.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's going to
So,
be a new adventure. I'm hoping it's going to clear up my schedule a little bit because right now I'm about 4 to 5 weeks out
uh-huh.
consistently being booked, and that's taken away from my content creation a
Hmm.
lot. Being so busy in the shop, I just get so wrapped up with work that I have no time or mental capacity to film content.
Yeah. Very
Because
time consuming to be working
you know how,
like that.
huh?
I say it's very time consuming to be working like that.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know how it is. Like you get in the shop, you get in the groove. It's tough to be like, okay, let me stop doing this and do this, and then go back to this. And
Okay, so TZ, how long have you been a licensed professional?
I've been a licensed professional for about 5 years, coming up on 6 years.
Okay, okay. So 5 to 6 years. Did you always have the vision of you owning a barbershop? Or was it more so like while you were in a shop, you like, man, I can do this. I think I want my own place.
I would say, I I feel like every barber has a dream in them somewhat to own a shop. I'm on live with Manyweather right now, the homie. My girl's like, "Who you talking to?" I'm talking to the people.
You going crazy?
But yeah, I feel like every barber coming into the industry, you know, out the gate wants a shop of their own. I think it's just like inherently in us, to own our own.
Mhm.
But I think that it comes to a uh, a point where you once you're in a shop, you kind of see if you that's where you see if you really want to shop or if you
Yeah.
want to just work in somebody's shop because it's a big difference. It's a
What if
big
I
big
told you
difference
I
because you're
never
gonna be
had that vision? Like I didn't want to shop.
really
I didn't want it. I was content, man. You start making great money. I don't have to worry about anything. I didn't pay no bills. I'm paying my booth rent on the first day of the week, knocking it out,
right.
and the rest of that's mine. I have not a worry. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't tripping. But now I'm like there though. Now I'm there. I had a customer that brought it to me and was like, and I had been feeling this like, man, I think I could do this. And at around the same time, like he brought an idea to me, and I'm like, man, you're right. This is something I do need to pursue. So now
That's
I'm
it.
there, but I'm 10 years out of barber school, and now I'm talking about it. So it's kind of
Right,
funny.
right, right, right. Yeah, I think my situation's a little different too because the first shop that I worked at,
Hmm.
um, I knew that like I wanted something like that because the guy that I worked for, the old man that I worked for, he had been in the business for like 50 plus years
Yeah, yeah.
as a shop owner.
Hmm.
So I'm like I need that. I need that legacy. I need that.
Okay, so the legacy that he was leaving behind you, like I want that for myself.
Yeah, because I actually ended up buying. So the shop that I have now is actually the first shop that I ever worked at coming out of barber school.
So you've been in the same shop the whole time.
No, no, no. I left. I
Oh
left
yeah,
for a
yeah,
little.
that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about
I
that.
left for a
So
little
you
bit, and then
back?
I ended up coming back. But that was a huge
Cause
thing
you
on
was
my
at
list to
Champions
do.
for a minute too, right?
Yeah, I was a champion for like 6 months.
Okay.
It wasn't it wasn't my shop. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I had some I had some how do I say this correctly? Some some political feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Some political
Uh,
feedback.
I was in I was in an all black shop and nobody wanted to get cut by the white guy.
Okay, thank you.
And
This is the honesty that you gotta have because
you know
we
what I'm
got some
saying? And
white guys on here. You know what I'm saying?
right. And it was crazy to me because like um I was I was all of the barbers that were in the shop,
Yeah.
I was their barber. So it was like, how does that look when you come in and I'm like, bro, I'm the one that cut your barber's hair. The
Yeah,
one when you
yeah,
sitting down saying, "Hey man, you fresh. Who cut your hair?" It was me.
yeah.
But then you don't want to get your hair cut by me because I don't know, bro. I'm like, hey man, I feel it. Like, if that's what you want to do, I'm cool with it too. But
So
don't
did you
try
gain
to.
any black clients out of that shop?
Oh yeah, a bunch.
Yeah. But not
But
enough to
I,
make
I
you feel
also had
comfortable to
I
stay?
also had already had a whole bunch of black clients. So it's like it's like you guys are seeing me cut hair. It's not like you ain't seeing my work walk out the shop.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
It'd be
not like my
different if
name
all you
ain't
were cutting was white
known.
guys, and every time I come in, there's a white guy in your chair. But if I'm seeing you icing dude up, and he
Right,
getting up, he gone, and you got a free spot, and I'm like, nah, no, that's stupid.
right.
That's stupid.
Like they had a walk-in list, so you call the name off the list or whatever, grab
Yeah.
a walk-in in between appointments, and I had a dude directly tell me, "I don't want you cutting my hair because you're white," and I was like, "Hey
What?
man, that's fine, like that's fine, bro, but like I'm just letting you know you might have to wait 2 more hours
Yeah, yeah.
for a haircut, so you know what I'm
Your
saying."
choice. You can wait, or
Your
you can come
choice,
get
like
blessed.
if that's what you gonna rock with, I respect it. But at the same time, like, don't be in here mad when you gotta wait 2 hours for a haircut.
Right, right. Okay, so how do you, because we got a lot of guys that are watching, and girls or women that are looking to get into shops. You got some that are in barber school currently, or even some that are thinking about going that route. So what would you say to them once they completed school and they're in a shop? How do you recommend, even as a shop owner, because now you have a different perspective, how do you recommend they build a clientele?
Man, I tell people this is probably like the number one question I get,
Mm-hmm.
with YouTube and IG and everything is, how do I build a clientele? And the number one thing I would say is just stay available.
Yeah.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? So if I'm always in the shop,
Mm-hmm.
always ready, when somebody comes in, I'm gonna be available to cut their hair.
Right. Right.
And then taking care of also with that, taking care of what clientele you do have will gain you clientele because they'll feel appreciated, they'll spread the word, and they'll want to like get your name out there. And then also, I what I did when I first started was I reached out to all the high schools and I found some of the more popular guys and I gave them free haircuts and was like, look, man, go
Mm.
back to the school and tell them where you got this haircut at.
That's different
And
right there. Where'd you get that idea from? Or it just came?
I was like, I need to give away some haircuts to get my name out there, and so I started going to the high schools. Like, okay, I can see this. Here's the quarterback. This is
Yeah.
hey, what's up, bro? Where you get your haircut at?
Yeah. That's smart. That's
Hey,
smart.
hey, come see me down the street. And that snowballed a lot because high schoolers they love their haircuts,
Yeah.
love them.
What's going on, Mayo? Let me see if anybody has any questions for you. Uh, Andre says my boss wants me to run his shop, but I feel so unfit. It's nerve wracking. Andre, how long have you been cutting hair? How like what is your understanding of how a shop is run? Is this something that you want to jump right into, or do you want to let him know like, hey, work me in slowly, teach me some ropes, and when I feel comfortable, I'll jump in there. Um, but Nathan says I have a question for TZ. Let me move
What
up
up?
right here. He says, my bad. Let me make this a little
I know he
smaller.
raises prices to 100. I just want to know how's business going after that, and did you lose clients or gain clients? So I haven't raised it. I haven't raised it yet. But so far, I haven't lost any clients. I haven't had anybody say like, "Oh, I can't afford it no more" or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other side of that too is, whenever you raise your prices, um, typically, like good business practice would be to kind of grandfather in some of your regular clients. Not necessarily at the max full price, but I do raise the price on them somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
And how I do it. So say I'm going to 100. So on Booksy, I can see my most loyal clients.
Yeah.
So on there, I hit them and say, look, you guys know I'm going to 100. I'm only going to raise you guys to $70 or $75,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I need you to tell everybody else that you pay $100.
Got you.
So
Got
when
you.
you refer somebody to me, between me and you pay me 75.
Yeah.
But if anybody asks you, you pay me $100. You pay my full price. So that kind of gives them that sense of like you appreciate their business to the point where I'm going to take care of you
Yeah.
to retain your business. But also, I do need to go up on you a little bit because I am raising my prices. I can't
Right.
just keep you
Did you
at the
do
same
that in your
price.
last price increase? Was that a
I
practice
did,
already?
yeah. So my last price increase, I went from 20. I went from 20 to 45,
Boy, you
and
got leaps and bounds. You
see
jumping.
my thing is I'd rather go to where I want to be
Yeah.
and just answer it from there,
Yeah.
then
Instead of milking it on.
slowly $5 here, $5 here, $5 here. You know what I'm
So you
saying?
went from 20 to 45, from 45 to 100.
Yep.
Boy, you the man. He's probably you the man.
So
Dang.
when I went from 20 to 45, I
Yeah.
got the same feedback I'm getting now of like I don't know if I could pay 45 for a cut, bro. That's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
I understand, that's what's up. And now all the barbers in Portland, guess what they raising their prices to?
45.
45.
Yeah.
So I'm like, 3 years ago, y'all was telling me I was crazy and I was going to lose all my clientele going to 45.
Yeah.
And yet here we are. You know what I'm saying? And
So you just ahead of the curve.
so I'm just ahead of the curve. And,
Yeah.
and realistically, like, I've been getting some feedback from other barbers of like who do you think you are charging that? Da da da. I'm like, bro, who are you not to charge that?
Yeah. And
Like,
even with that, bro, I'm not charging you or your customers. This is what me and my customers are
right.
doing. What they got to do with you? Why you
And I'm
questioning
like,
who I am, who I think I am to do it? Bro, if they
right.
willing to
I tell
pay
them
it, why
too. I'm like,
not?
bro, if I lose clientele, you gonna gain business.
Right, right.
If my clients run, hey, I have no problem shooting them over to you.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
that's
go see my
crazy,
man down the
man.
street. Like, go see my man down the street. He's nice with it.
Right.
Like, cause I alley oop so many clients to other barbers. It's crazy.
Are y'all hearing this, man? Do y'all? This is exactly what I tell them about. Everybody, bro. Everybody that I deal with, that I hang with, bro. We all like minded and we're all successful. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with giving a customer to a different barber because I can't cut everybody. My schedule will only allow me to cut a certain amount of people. I'm not mad
Right,
if somebody leaves because that opens up room for another person to fill that spot.
100%.
But man,
But I would say daily, I alley oop clients to other barbers in my area daily.
wow.
Daily. I'm like, hey, bro, I can't get you in today. I'm booked. I can't. I'm booked. Like right now, I'm booked until the middle of January.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I'm like, look, I can't get you, but if you go see my boys down the street, go tell them TZ sent you. They got 5 dudes down there. They all dope. They'll be able to get you today.
So how long has it been since your last increase?
3 years.
Okay, so before that, when you went to 20 to 45, was that 3 years as well?
That was two. That was about two.
Okay, okay. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Ronald Morgan says, why do most barbers seem to wolf? Too busy cutting everyone else's hair?
Yep. You
TZ,
see. You
when
see
you had
this?
some of your best haircuts and you was the cleanest you ever been, how often were you cutting hair? Anybody else's hair?
You said what now?
When you were at your cleanest, when you was
Yeah.
always staying fresh, beard line hooked up, comb over,
Oh,
whatever you got. How busy
I
were
was doing
you in
like
the shop?
I was doing like 3-4 heads a day.
Say, you got time to touch yourself up every day when you ain't got no customers. You want to be at
Right,
the point where it's like, you know what? I'm the last man to eat, but look, my pockets is right. You know what I'm saying? The bills is
bro.
paid.
Me and my boy Freddie in the shop, we'd be looking at each other like, "Hey, man, we got to do this week or something because we out here looking rough." So we usually like, "Hey, we'll stay a little late. We'll cut each other through our lunch break or something. We'll
Yeah,
squeeze them in."
yeah.
But even then, I probably only get a haircut like once every like 3-4 weeks now.
It's just the business, bro. The mechanic got the worst car. The salesman don't the car salesman don't drive the car that's on the lot. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Like it's
That's
just a part
facts.
of it, man. So let's see. What's going on, Rusty? That's my guy. He's over in the UK.
Okay.
So they cutting school hours starting January 1st. Did you hear about it? Where are you at, Mike? Because here in Texas, they already cut the hours. When I
I
went to
want to say
school,
they
it
already
was
cut
fifteen
organs too.
hundred, and now it's like 900. What were you saying, TZ?
I think they cut organs too already.
Yeah. So we don't worry about it, man. It's a good thing, honestly. You can get more
I
people
say
in, and especially if they want to go into school, you want to get to that point, bro. You can make a killing quick.
right.
Let's see. What do you guys look for when looking for a shop? TZ, what do you look what were you looking for when you were looking for a place to call home and for you to cut and grow your business?
Environment is everything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not talking about the neighborhood. I'm talking about the environment of the shop. Does it match your brand that you're trying to pursue? If your shop isn't on brand, it's going to be so hard for you to grow.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so. If you go in there, like me, I couldn't work in a hood shop because I knew I wanted to do a higher end
There you go.
business model. I couldn't go. We got some hood shops out here where it's like I can't. I don't want to go in there and try to build a business in there when you got dudes smoking blunts in the front of the shop and drinking and all the homies just kicking it in the back and they gang banging out for like I don't. That's not how I want to build my business.
Right, right.
Like the shop is booming, I can make money there, but that's not how I want to build my business.
Yeah, I
So
like
I
that.
would say tour shops and then just you'll know if that's the shop you should be in.
Hmm.
The barbers are successful. The barbers are positive mindset. They're not tripping on each other. The clientele base is strong. They're friendly. That's what you want.
Yeah, and that's for me. That's a part of it. It was environment, um, as well as like, would I be comfortable if my wife had to bring my son to this place? You know what I'm saying? Like that played a big factor because I want my customers to feel comfortable with their wife or their girlfriend bringing their child, or if it's a single lady, I want her to feel comfortable to come into the shop and she's not gonna be disrespected. And when I say disrespected, it could be the music, what they talking about,
Right.
and the content of the music that's
Right.
disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to have a environment that matched who I was when it came to my personality. And it's certain things that you can't control, but the shop that I ended up at for 6.5 years, the owner was professional in that sense, so it worked out. And I was also looking for a owner that was willing to teach me the business, even if I didn't go into it. I wanted to know how to run a shop. So to whoever's question that was, or whoever made the comment, like I wanted somebody who would teach me so that if it ever came down to it, I could be the manager, or if it ever came
Yep.
down to it, I can own. And those were things that were on my list after like coming out of barber school. I wanted a contract because before I finished barber school, I was messing around in somebody's shop and this guy wanted me to work for him. You guys are gonna get those people that's like, man, come work for me, blah blah blah. You can work here even before you got your license. A lot of time that's usually a bad indicator. You know what I'm saying? That means that he's not professional. He's not respecting what the law says that's governing his shop. He's willing to put his own self, his shop, his wallet at risk, bringing in you and you're unlicensed. It's different when you're almost done and you got your hours and maybe you're just waiting for the results of your test to come back or something like that. But
Right.
he brought me in and like, man, that dude he was watching me work and he just kept raising the price on me from day one. He told me come in, it's only gonna be $50 a head. He didn't expect me to come in and cut like 8 heads, and they were all my customers. So when
Oh,
he seen that, he like, okay. So he waited till the end of the day. He was like, hey man, I know I said it was gonna be $50, but it's gonna be $75 a week. That was the second rep. Like I should have just known then. So I knew leaving his shop because eventually I left and I went to Supercuts. That was my first official place after barber school. But
yeah.
leaving that, I was just like, you know what? I want a contract because I don't want a person. And before I even left there, he raised it like 3 times on me, like in a short amount of time. So I was like,
That's
man, I want
great.
a contract. I want a professional owner. So those are things that I was looking for. Of course, you guys want to find a place that has a clientele because that's going to be the source of your eating. Like this is where your money is going to be made off of the walk-in. So you want a
Right.
shop that don't go into the shop where they talking about, man, $30 booth rent, man, come on through. You like, man, $30, that's it. Then you get in there and you realize that's because nobody's coming in here. So no wonder it's low. So those are some things that
That was
really
a good
stood out for
question
me.
though.
Say it again.
I said that was a good question though.
Man,
That
that's
was
a
a
great question. That is a great question. We got another one from Malachi. Question: I'm a young barber, but I cut good. He is pretty good. I'm going to raise my prices after I get my license next year, and I cut good in my opinion. Are you gonna say it twice that you cut good? But I don't want to overprice myself. How far should I go? So how you don't want to price yourself out of business. So right now, I think you said you were at $15 a cut. I believe you said a few days ago. I see
five.
nothing wrong with 20. I see nothing wrong with 25 haircut and beard, and you're at the house. Like you're not even in school, I think, and that's way more than what I was getting out the house. I was doing everything for like $5, $10. You know what I'm saying? When I got into barber school, I went up to $10. But before that, it was $5 a cut. So if you
Yeah.
get in $25 a cut and you're unlicensed and you cutting out the house, man, I have no problem with that. I've seen your haircuts; they're really good, man. Honestly, but I don't think that's too far. You have barbershop quality haircuts, so I don't think $25 is bad, man. Honestly, but if you feel like 25 is too big of a jump for you, then try 20 and see how it goes. And if you get to 6 months later, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go up. I want 25. Then do it. It's really up to you. You got anything on that, TZ?
I said go to 25.
Hey, go straight to 25. TZ jumping to 100. He said, I
You know,
want to get to where I want to get, man. I
I
know
say
barbers that
good work.
had that were cutting that house without a license, cutting at home, and they're making money like barbers, like
Oh
licensed
yeah,
barbers.
it's
So if
crazy.
you can get
It's
30
crazy.
$40 at the house, who's stopping you? If people want to pay you, then people are going to pay you. So it's really up to you to see, like, you're testing the waters. It's a risk, no matter what. TZ is taking a risk. Even
Oh
being
yeah.
a shop owner, it's a risk. Anything that you're doing to advance yourself in life, it's always going to be some sort of risk associated with it. But you want to look at the reward side. You know, what's the reward? I'm going to take this risk, but the reward is worth the risk.
I would just say, look at your service and ask yourself if that's worth $25 every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And if Manyweather's saying you cut good, it's worth $25 every 2 weeks.
and I think so. Let's see. Can you see his screen? I mean, can you see my
Yep.
screen, TZ?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna show you. Boy, ain't bad, man. Especially for the house, and he ain't never went to school. Let me see. He don't want to submit his haircuts the right way, like I told him to. Let's see. I scroll up. So we've been doing what I call cut critics, but
Yeah.
so that's where I critique their haircuts. Look at this boy.
Bro,
You
that's
see,
25.
say,
Nothing.
25.
like boy, good with it, man. So I don't have no problem. Like I said it the other night. I don't have no problem with him charging. He's using enhancements and stuff. Yo, enhancements. I charge $5 for fibers. I charge $10 if you want the spray that's gonna last. So if you throwing enhancements on every cut, definitely no less than 25 for these haircuts. And it looks
25
like
all
you
day.
are, but not bad at all. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? All you need is a license to get in there. Look at this one. Look at that,
Poof.
bro.
Poof.
So I'm like, yeah, bro. I have no problem with you charging $25 for these haircuts, man.
25 all day. I wouldn't even question it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good work, man. That's good work. Trey, as a barber says, let's see. Chris says the exact same thing about recommending clients. Yeah, that's the same thing. I'm telling you, man, all my friends, bro, we like-minded, and as you'll find that anybody I bring on here, they're gonna be successful. Like, it shouldn't be a surprise that like successful people do the same stuff, and so that's why
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to teach you guys what it looks like, so that when you go into a shop and you're doing it, even if the people around you aren't, they're gonna look and one day be like, "Dang, man, that dude blew up quick." And it won't be a surprise to us. It might be a surprise to the guys in your shop. Trey J says, as a barber, my cuts stay fresh. Well, you're probably not as busy as Teasy, man. I'm not gonna lie. If
Hey,
you
bro.
staying
Hey,
fresh or you
unless
staying
you
late to
unless you
get
don't have
hooked
a
up,
home life.
huh?
If you don't have a home life and you got time to after work to touch yourself up, hey, do your thing. But
Yeah,
I,
I
I
be trying to
gotta,
get out, man, after work.
you know what I'm
I ain't
saying? I
gonna
be
lie.
trying to get up out of the shop quick, fast.
Y'all gonna see me later on. I'm gonna be looking real rough.
I be trying to
Uh,
get home to my family, man. I ain't got time.
yeah, that's facts. Let's see. Yep, that's customer service. Junior, that's it, man. Junior came in here last night and asked a wonderful question. If you guys missed this question last night, what did it say? Junior, ask that question again because I don't want to butcher it. Let's see. Donovan Monroe. Donovan, I don't know. I haven't seen your name on here before. I want to say welcome. This is Dead Stock Barbershop. I'm Christopher Manyweather. I help barbers take their skills to the next level through video, tutorials, lives, and even bringing on some wonderful guests like my guy right here. And yeah, man, he has a YouTube channel. This is TZ the Barber, guys, and you can learn some stuff from him, man. And as we were just talking, he has now taken over the shop that he originally started working at, as well as my man starting January 1st is taking up his prices to $100 a cut. So if you guys want to learn what it looks like to take those steps, then you can follow this guy right here, man. But Donovan Monroe. So let's see. 4 months until I graduate barber school. Hold on. Let's say this right here. Congratulations, congratulations. Any advice on how I should maneuver in the months to come? My dream would be cutting out a suite, but a shop may be in order. Okay, so I know how I feel, especially I'm in a suite right now. But we're gonna start with my man TZ. What is your advice for this young man?
I would decipher which one you want to do more. If you want to do a suite, you can be successful coming out of school with a suite. If you want to go into a shop, I feel like you need to weigh those options quickly, but you have 4 months to do that
Mm-hmm.
because what you need to do in the next 3 months, give you 30 days to negotiate what you want to do with yourself. In the next 3 months, what you need to start doing is advertising and marketing yourself as a sweet barber. Exclusive one-on-one situations, treatment, COVID friendly. All those things will help you navigate into cutting out of a suite. Now I will say, cutting in a suite, you do miss out on some of the things that you get out of a barbershop, such as environment, you know, banter, other barbers. Um, some customers enjoy that, some don't. Some customers would rather just come in one on one. Me and you, we can kind of have a private conversation,
Mm-hmm.
do our thing, and be out. So I feel like you need to not make a decision today, but soon, and then start marketing yourself in either direction.
I like that. So, do you think you'd be as successful as you are today had you gone to a suite right out of barber school, or do you think that would that have added to or taken away the time that it took you to reach this level?
If I'm honest with you, I probably would have been where I'm at now sooner
You think
had I
so?
gone. I think so.
Okay. So, and the reason I ask this question is because this is my personal view on it. And I like the way you set it up, even because there are pros and cons to everything. But I love the way that you said, "Hey, you can start marketing yourself as that now." So that never has crossed my mind. My view on it is, guys in suites, I feel like you're further along in your career. You should be further along in your career. Why? Because there are no walk-ins. So for the most people that when you are coming out of barber school, as I said earlier, your food, you're eating the walk-ins from this shop. So you got some guys that are in there that are really good. Hopefully they're busy barbers. So what that means is there's more for you to grow your clientele. So, but if you're coming from a suite, then your whole job is straight advertising and promoting for yourself, which nobody really knows you at the time. I know Vic Blends was already Vic Blends in barber school. So I'm not saying it's
Right.
impossible, but it's almost like trying to hit the lottery if you're counting on being that popular. Like before Vic Blends was done, when he had 4 months left, he was already at 60, 70,000 followers, you know what I'm saying? So for
Right.
the average person, I would suggest going into a shop setting because as you said about the barbershop banter with the other barbers, you're also getting knowledge from other barbers. When you are coming out of barber school with a license, you're not as good as you're going to be, not just because I'm practicing, but being able to be in a shop where you got somebody like TZ cut next to you. You got somebody like me cutting next to you that's willing to say, hey, man, you got a line right here. You know how to take that out? If you don't, let me show you something. Let me show you a trick real quick because that's going to make you better. But if you're just in a shop by yourself, in a suite by yourself, all you in there is just you and your cuts. And if you great, then great. But if you still growing, it's like getting a driver's license. Just because you got a driver's license don't mean that you're the best driver. Or it don't mean that you're a good driver. It means that you can stay in the lanes, you can parallel park, and you know the rules of the road. But that don't mean that you're the best driver that there can be.
I
So
agree with you on that one.
yeah, so when I look at barbers out of barber school, bro, you're not nowhere near how good you're gonna be, and you know what I'm saying, in 3, 4, 5, 6 years. So I recommend, hey, go into a barbershop, build up and establish your clientele, and then if you're ready to move on, take that with you. But there's also the fact that, am I a good business owner? You know, I may have a popping clientele, but I'm not into running my own business. You know what I'm saying? I show up at 11 o'clock. I'm going to work till 3 o'clock. The Mavs is playing tonight. I'm going at 5. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
if that's all you need, that's all you need. But if you're looking to actually run a business, I think you're going to have some set hours. And there's just different things that happen when you come under a good owner that cares about his barbers, or about his customers, not only external customers but the internal customers, so that he's pouring into you so that you become the best that you can be, and then you move on and you do whatever the next step is, if that's going in a suite. So that was my route, but I'm not saying my route is the best route. My route is not the only route. I was in that shop for 6.5 years, and now I'm in a suite and I don't sit down. And I shortened my hours. Like, I was working 9 to 7, and I'm booked up all day. Now I'm 9 to 5, and now I'm booked up all day, plus booked further out because I shortened my hours. So
Yep.
that's how I view it. I feel like you have so much more to gain from getting under guys that can actually help you get better, getting under and being able to see, either even if your shop owner is not a good shop owner, now I know what not to do. Like, there's something about learning what not to do and say, you know
Facts.
what, I see every flaw he has, and I feel like if he fixed this would be a great shop. Well, if you can see that, then you can have a great shop. But if you don't go in there, then you just mess around trying to make it happen for yourself, and you really don't know. So I feel like TZ is a better owner now because he's been to a few different shops. He knows what the environment should be because he's been in an environment where the politics wasn't right, where the advertising may not have been right, where this or that, the payment system, or how a barber is treated. Should these guys be on commission? Should this guy be booth rent? Or, I've been on commission long enough. How do I get off? Like, why am I held prisoner, captive in this, and I'm making $2,000 a week? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's all kind of issues that you run into, and issues create growth. You know what I'm saying? There's something about struggling in a situation that causes you to grow, and that's what I've seen through TZ's story, because TZ posted all. TZ like, man, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I said
Documented the
this was
whole
going
thing.
on, something else was going on. And I'm gonna let y'all know what was really going on. But look how he came back from that. And so there's something about growth that happens when the struggle is real for you. So, not saying you can't struggle and grow in a suite. I just feel like it's gonna be longer. It's a slower process, generally speaking.
Yeah. To piggyback off that real quick, kind of the reason I approached that comment with yes, you can be successful coming out of barber school into a suite is because a lot of these, and I call them kids. Don't take that offensive. Anybody that's coming out of school, a lot of kids is essentially they're working in a suite right now out of their mom's house or their garage.
Yeah.
That's a sweet environment. You don't get no
Hmm.
walk-ins out your mama's house. You don't get no walk-ins out your basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these guys are taking advantage of social media and being in school and being fresh out of high school, like because we see a big wave of brand new barbers coming straight out of high school.
Right. Right.
And I feel like they have an advantage of it's easier to use that social media platform when that's your whole world already right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like like you said, learning in the shop, that is huge. I didn't even that went over my head when I was thinking about that because I have learned a lot of stuff. And I think if you do go the suite route, that you're going to need to supplement that with external education
Hmm.
to get that
I like
you
that.
know that missing piece from working next to veteran barbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, it's crazy that you said what you just said, because you know social media is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, I hadn't been to barber school yet, but I had a friend. He was going to Fagan's. One of my friends, I was working with him, and he went to Fagan's with my wife, and he never really stopped cutting out of the house. And you know he's the barber of? Damian Lillard now. And my boy still pretty much be at the house. Like, he had set a shop up in his mom's garage, and every now and then I'll look on his page. He's still cutting in that garage. I think he still live at home. You know what I'm saying? But he's making a killing. Whenever I see Dame travel, he's with them. When they go to Paris, China, So sometimes I'll
Yep.
see athletes in his garage. Plus, he'll go to their house or he at the Blazers practice facility.
Yep.
But dude is everywhere. He got an invitation to Dame's wedding and everything.
I think I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah, my guy Deontay Allen, man, and
Yep.
that boy, like, he just never really stopped cutting out of the house. He ain't never been in the shop, and now he's to the point where like, bro, I just cut hair for fun. Like, I'm making great money doing it, but I
Yep.
don't want to go in the shop. Like he told me, I don't want to be in the shop like you. Like I'm traveling the world cutting hair, cutting these basketball players, and then his homeboys is coming in paying the price, and everybody else. And really, how he got on with Dame is when Dame first got to Portland, he put out a tweet. I wasn't even on Twitter. I'm like, what the heck is Twitter? So Deontay, a young guy, he's all on Twitter. He's cool with a whole bunch of different people in Portland. So Dame said, "Who the best barbers in Portland?" And they said Deontay, and they said Dante,
Yep.
Dante Famous. So I guess he tried Deontay first, and he been messing with him ever since. Now they like brothers down there. So
Yep.
that's an example of somebody that was cutting in the garage, still cutting in the garage, getting buku bread, like a great person, and he's making a killing. When I got COVID, he hit me up and was like, he wished me happy birthday. I was like, bro, I'm at the house with COVID. He was like, man, let me know if it's anything I can do for you, man. Since you in the house, I was like, bro, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling. He was like, man, let me know. And I'm like, bro, I'll let you know if I need anything. We get off
Yep.
the phone. Next thing I know, I see a Apple Pay come through for $1,000. I'm like, man, say, bro. Like he's doing well, man. And he's like, man, just give me back when you can. He's like, I know
Right.
you're gonna be too good to ask. I really didn't need it, but
Right.
I started to send it back. But I was like, man, sometimes you gotta let people do stuff for you because that's a
Yep.
blessing in itself to be able to be like, man, let me look out for my boy. So
That's
as soon as I
facts.
got back in the shop, like it was like the next day, or as soon as I got back in the shop, I think I worked 2 days. I never even cashed it out. It was still on my phone on the Apple Pay. I just sent it right
There you
back to him. He was like, dang, that was fast. I was like, yeah, man. I told you I was gonna get it back to you quick. I appreciate it,
go.
man. So that's one of my
That's
boys, and like I said, he never went that barbershop route. He didn't even go that sweet route. He would the garage route and never stopped. So
when I feel like part of the industry has shifted, and
uh
maybe not industry, but at least smaller industry has shifted due to COVID. You know, guys set up shops in their house because they couldn't go to the shop and work, and they got comfortable. Because how do I? Because right now I'm having a hard time finding a barber to work in the shop because everybody's
really,
working out of the house. So how do I come to you and say, hey, look, man, I know you're making buku money out the crib and you don't got to pay nothing, but you should come work in the shop and pay me.
yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
facts. Yeah, it was just
So
for me.
it's
I
it's
I
a hard
knew it was a
transition.
point. It was a point where I was just like, I don't want everybody in my house, especially as a married man, wife, kids,
Facts.
and I always said like I'll cut anybody's hair, but I don't want everybody in my house. Like I'll cut anybody in the shop, but I don't want just anybody in my house. So
Yep.
you don't know who you really dealing with. All kind of people, as you know, come through the barbershop with all
Oh,
kind of backgrounds, shady stuff, not shady stuff. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? So I'm like, yeah, I can't have you in my house, but I can have you in the shop all day. I'm not tripping.
Right.
So let's see what Trey J talking about. No environment for children. Have to be mindful and respectful of children. Yeah. So he's talking about what he's looking for when you're looking for a shop.
Oh yeah.
Rusty says, question for both of you: how long did it take for you to feel like you was shop ready? And is there anything that you both still struggle with? Go ahead.
How long did it take me to feel like I was shop ready? About 6 months into a shop.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I first applied at the first shop that I worked at, I asked the dude if I could just work part time until I figured, got into barbering more.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Nah, I need somebody full time. So if you ain't gonna be full time, excuse me, if you ain't gonna be full time, I don't want you."
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
kind of jumped in both feet first and figured it out. But you never, I don't think you're ever really shop ready
Hmm.
because it's a learning curve. You're dealing with the public now.
Yeah.
Like you're not cutting your homeboys, you cutting regular random people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That license don't say no dates on it. It just say you a licensed professional. So when they come in the shop, they're expecting you to be on your stuff. Like
Uh huh.
this your job. So I don't think for me, I don't think there was ever a moment when I was like, all right, I'm ready. Like I think I just had to grow into the business,
Yeah.
in the business.
Man, I knew in barber school, bro. I knew it.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it. Like, I because I had so much before I even started cutting hair in school. I had already been cutting, so I've been cutting hair. I was like 15, 16.
Right.
So
Me
I
too.
was already cutting. I got into barber school. This is years later, like 7 years, 8 years later, and I knew I had already been watching YouTube videos. I was like, man, I want to be the best ever one day. I can't wait to get in the shop, you know? And that was my mindset. But what I did in school was preparation for that. So I wasn't one of the students. Everybody's in a rush to get clippers and cut hair. I just can't wait to get on the floor and cut some hair. I got on the floor and was watching and asking questions because I knew I wanted to be in those guys' spots. I said, one day I'm going to be the senior in this place. And I'm watching the seniors go through and fix people haircuts. They calling them over, hey man, can you come help this dude out? This person is struggling. And I was like,
Yep.
that's gonna be me one day. And so eventually it became me, and I knew like, oh yeah, I can't wait. And I'm taking pictures of my haircuts, and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I don't even know what they doing in barbershops. I didn't go to barbershops coming up. My older brother cut my hair, and then I started cutting my hair, and that was it. I think Dante cut
Yep.
my hair once. Oh boy that owns Champions. What's his name?
Jamal.
Jamal. He cut my hair just because it was my friend's cousin. My friend started going, so he cut my hair like 3, 4 times maybe. But other than that, like that was it with barbershop experiences. But I knew that I loved cutting hair, and I was like, this is what's next for me, and I can't wait to get to that next level. And I felt like I was ready, but I also felt like I knew I would get better, and especially when I moved to Texas and I came out here. You know what the scene is in Portland, especially if we go back. I've been in Texas now. My daughter, she was almost one when we moved out here. So about 12 years ago. And so
Yeah.
what I was looking at in Portland, the haircuts wasn't like what it is today. Um, Hispanic people were generally going to their mom's stylist to get their haircut. But when I came to Texas, I seen Mexican dudes with some of the craziest looking fades because they had this dark hair with this bright skin, and I'm looking at these mohawks. I'm looking at these number 8, you know what I'm saying, on top with a nice blowout taper, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yep.
oh my god, I ain't never seen no fade look this good. I want to be
Yep.
able to do that. So I was always like, my mind was always progressive. Like I wanted to go and sit up in a Mexican shop and just watch them cut hair, but I was like, they're not gonna let me in there. They're gonna be tripping on me. You know what I'm saying? So what I tell people, like, it was a culture shock, but when it came to the haircut scene, like it was fire. So being from Portland, like you got like a lot of like the Asian community is the nice whips with the Jordans and Louis Vuitton and all that stuff. Man, I came to Texas and started seeing Mexican people like that. I was like, what? I'm walking through the mall. They saying the N word. I'm looking like, bro, where am I at? Like, what's going on? It was a culture shock, completely different than anything I ever experienced. But I fell in love with the fact that, man, now I'm seeing different hairstyles, haircuts, and I was like, I want that for myself. I want to be in the shop. So I was always like pushing myself forward. So I knew early on that I wanted to be in the shop, that I was shop ready because, as I said, I had somebody that I felt like was the best in the school looking over my
Right.
work. And once he told me like, I don't see nothing in your haircuts, every time I called him over, I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready for the next step. So when I get in the
I'm
shop, I'm gonna have
ready.
somebody doing the same thing, helping me get even better. So
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, that's dope.
yeah, it was different when I came out here. Them boys, they wearing booties. Even the Hispanic dudes was rocking it. They have it low up here, a shag with a nice highball taper. I'm like crazy designs, colors, and stuff in their hair. I said, man, Texas is different.
That's hard,
Yo, TZ, how much have you been Uber eating? You got time to Uber eat still?
bro. So if I'm at the shop,
Uh huh.
it's usually it's usually I usually only eat when I have like a no show,
Uh
or
huh.
if I have, or a lot of times now my clients will text me on their way in like, "Hey T, I know you busy. You need anything?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need bring." So a lot of
Get it real
clients will
quick.
bring lunch for us at the shop, which is clutch. They'll text me and just be like, "Hey man, hey what y'all need? I need something to drink. I need something to eat. What y'all need?"
Yeah.
Or the big one that guys know with me, I'm a big guy. I got a soft spot for food. If they want to get snuck in that day, they'll hit me. Like,
Yeah.
hey T, did you eat today, bro? If I bring you some lunch, you think you can get me in? I can.
I
Yes,
got you. I'm busy. I'm busy anyway, and I need some.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's see. Trey said, "Please, people, stay on topic." What's good, Los? What's going on? What's going
Hey,
on?
Los, what's poppin', bro?
What? This boy said, "Should I raise my price from 100 to 250 in the New Year's?" What are you talking about? If you
Do
can
it.
get 250, go ahead. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you gotta ask, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's. I think you might be trolling right there.
But do it.
Uh,
I
Mike
believe in you.
says, I charge 40 because I'm a mobile barber. I know some people like I charge 40 and I'm not mobile, but there are people who like, man. For me, if I'm gonna travel anywhere, bro, the price is much higher than what it is if I'm sitting in the shop.
Oh yeah.
But it depends on what the haircuts are in your area, and not even. It's whatever you can get. So like TZ told us, he was ahead of the curve 3 years. So you don't even have to look at what it is in the area. It's about what you feel your self worth is, and if somebody's gonna pay you, then they're gonna pay you. What you think, TZ?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm right behind you on that. Whatever you can get for it. I mean, obviously you want to not you got to take into consideration travel time and gas and
Yeah.
you know packing. Like if you're only a mobile barber, then you can't really charge for going to the shop and packing up clippers and leaving. And you know what I'm saying, if you're already ready for that. But you gotta when I was doing a lot of mobile cuts, I was actually charging by the mile. I would say, hey man, I need like 30 cents a mile. You know what I'm saying? So however far I got to go from you, I'm adding that onto the
That's on
thing
top of the haircut.
on the cut. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
would
I
do
like that.
I would do like say my price was 40. I would say the mobile cut was 60. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Extra dub, and then I need mileage. Like however far you are it's gonna go up that far. If you close,
Hmm.
it's not. I might not charge you. But if I'm in Portland and you in Vancouver or
Yeah.
Lake O or something, where it's like I gotta drive for him in like 30, 40 minutes, I'm gonna charge you for that. That's my time.
Yeah. So would you say if his price is 40, should he do incorporate something like that, like
I would
30
say I would
cents?
say I would say probably around 50, 60.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be like, look, it's 40 for the cut, but it's this much to pay for gas and
Yeah, because
mileage to
that
get.
that is, man, like for me when I was driving out to Frisco, Texas. That's a 45-minute drive. I'm hitting tolls. I'm spending $20 just on the tollway. That don't
Right.
include gas. I just like, man, this I don't want to do it. So when you go onto my online booking, $200 house call, and a
Yeah.
lot of that's deterrent. You know what I'm saying? Because I know people will
Oh
ask,
yeah.
and here you go. It's right there. $200 on my online booking because I don't want to come to your house. I've been standing like I don't since I cut my hours down from 9 to 7. Like I used to take a 30-minute lunch then, but now that I work 9 to 5, it feels short. It feels like it goes by quick. So I don't
Hmm.
even eat lunch no more. I just work straight through 9 to 5. The
Yep.
last thing I want to do is go to your house after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to get home. I'm ready to eat now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to chill with the fam.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
bro, give me 200 and I'll skip that meal. I'll be at your house.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But
Oh
I
yeah.
do after hours. I'll tell people like, man, you can come after hours. It starts off at $100. You know, I get off at 5. After hours starts off at 5. I do a couple of them a week. So
There
that's
you
what
go.
really got me like, man, they be making me want to go to 100. The way them boys be like, hey man, put me down for after hours. I'm like, oh
Bro, it's
man,
crazy because they act like it's nothing.
bro,
Like,
that's what make me feel like. And then they be tipping on top of that. I'm like, come
cause
on,
right now,
man.
so right now I charge 45, but my average ticket is like 60 to 80,
Yeah,
just
that's
off tip
nice.
or people will hit me and like, bro, I got 100, you can get me in.
Hmm.
All right, like, bro, it became so normal that I was like, this is what I'm gonna go to then.
Yeah,
Like, if y'all normalizing that and y'all can go spend $100 at the club, $100 at the bar,
yeah.
my service is worth
They tell
$100.
you, your customers are telling you your price. If my
Right,
average ticket is $80, then my price should be no less than $80. Like
right,
simple as that.
right.
But this is what I always say, because people are like, man, were you cutting hair before you came out here to Texas? And I say, yeah, but it wasn't. I wasn't licensed. I wasn't in a shop, so it was friends, family, random people walking by, see me cutting on the porch. But I felt like back then, and I don't know how much the culture has changed, But dudes will rock the waves. Next thing you know, oh man, he got the little fro. Now he got some twists. Now he want to cut it off again. Like I just tell people, like man, people want haircuts more frequently in Texas. Is how I felt. But how is it? Do you have those every week, every 2 weeks? Because I got a lot of people who are recurring every week, every two.
Oh yeah,
But
oh
I
yeah.
didn't really have
I would say
nothing.
on
People
average,
weren't
I
getting
average
haircuts
like,
that much when I was out that way.
well, I would say average is like every 2 weeks to a week.
Okay.
I have guys that prepay
Uh huh.
because on my books you got to book a deposit. So I have guys that have prepaid for a whole year. They got every Thursday at 1 o'clock.
Hmm.
I got guys that do every 2 weeks. I got guys that do it once every 4 months.
Yeah. I
You
like
know what I'm
that
saying?
social media has really changed it for barbers. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
whole selfie, everybody's a rapper in their own mind, in their own world. Everybody's an athlete or something. Now everybody wants haircuts and they want to look good all the time. Whereas
yep.
that wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Cats would go 3 weeks and
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
be
no,
tripping, a month and wouldn't be tripping. But now you got people in there, they just want to look good. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
Let's see. Let's see. Opinion on Babyliss FX versus the corded T outliners. You got those?
You tough. You said the FX trimmer, the skeletons
Yeah,
versus
skeletons
the corded
versus the
and this T outliner.
corded T outliners.
You talking about the same clipper to me? That's the same clipper to me.
Uh,
Those T outliners smack, but those Babblers smack too. It might just be my pair. My
my
pair
nah,
hits.
my red ones like I use them in every video. I use them on every single haircut all day long. They go hard, but that's one pair out of the multiple pairs that I've owned. But I've never had a pair of T outliners that just, oh, you bought them joints and they didn't hit. You knew when I bought T outliners, the corded version, all I had to do was
Yeah.
set this blade, I'm in there. It ain't necessarily the same with Babyliss. I feel like
See,
it's two hit
I
or
must have
miss.
just got lucky then.
You get lucky on all your pairs?
No, I'm saying like I only have one pair of FX, bro. I've had the same pair of FXs for 4 years now,
Really?
or since they dropped,
So
whenever.
2019.
Yeah, so I've had them. Yeah, so what that? 2 years, 3 years,
Yeah, so
2 years.
mine are fine. Like one of them, I bought two when they first dropped. I don't know, we were some hair show. I don't know, Premiere Orlando or something like that.
Yeah,
I got them there. I bought two pair. One of them hit. One was okay, and I had them set the same way. Eventually, the one that were okay, they got really loud on me. I sent them back to Dennis. He sent me a new pair. Now that pair, just within the last few weeks, has gotten really loud. I don't use the other one that hit anymore. It wasn't nothing wrong with it, but the blade was so good. I just always transferred it over whenever I bought a new pair, just because they were always
yep,
like they just didn't work that well. But that blade that I had with that original pair was so fire, and that's what I use every day now. I'll be
yeah.
scared, like man, Lord, don't let me ever drop these. I'm man, I'll be sick, bro. I don't know what I do. I feel like
Bro,
I fell
I
off
dropped
a
mine
little
the other
bit
day
if
and I
I ever
about had a heart attack.
say I would be off, bro. My whole day would be out of there.
I dropped mine the other day and I went like this. It was like I dropped them and I just instantly was like, "Come on, like I need to work. I need these to still hit."
Oh man. Okay, so this was the question from last night. My guy Junior, and because I'm a Christian, I don't know what your belief system is, but there's a principle when it comes to money and us being responsible with it. He says the Bible says to be good stewards of your money. So, do you think that paying $80 for a haircut is a good steward? That's my question from last night. So, my response was that if you are a person who is down on your luck or you don't make enough money to be spending that kind of money, then you're not being a good steward over your money. You're not being responsible over your money. So if I'm in debt and all these different things, then I probably shouldn't be going to TZ. You know what I'm saying? Let me come up so then when I go and pay TZ, I'm not worried about is this bill short, is this due, or whatever. I'll even be able to tip TZ if I'm in a place in my life to where I can go and work with him. But if I'm not there yet, I'm just not there yet. I need to stay in my price range in my budget so that I can be successful in all areas and look decent until I can get over there and drop the 100 with TZ and look great. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
all about the
right.
come up, and you got to do what you got to do in the meantime. But what do you got over that? What you got?
I would agree with you. I feel like it's a understanding your lifestyle and your budget.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously, if you know have a lot to take care of, you know maybe you shouldn't be splurging on yourself over your what's the word I'm looking for? Um, yo things you need to take care of, your priorities.
Your
You know what I'm saying?
priorities, yeah, yeah. Your
The
priorities is
things you
off.
need to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Um, I personally am not religious, but
Yeah,
I understand the message. You know what I'm
you
saying?
understand the principle
And
of being responsible with your money.
right, right, and I get it. Like there's there's plenty of different price ranges for different things.
Yeah,
You know, obviously, if you know you on a McDonald's budget, you ain't finna go to Ruth's Chris.
there you go.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Do it's gonna be a special occasion.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You may not be able to go there all the time, but you know I might slide through on my birthday.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you
Treat
put up
myself.
for it. There's nothing wrong with saving, you guys. And you don't always
Right.
have to save with the purpose of, oh, I'm trying to buy this right there. You can save just to be saving your money
Just
so
be
that
saving.
if something new comes up that you desire, you can get it, or whatever you want to do in your business life, like you're prepared if anything happens, because you're going to go through these times in the shop where I had a great week. This week was not that great. You know, it
Yep.
was slow, but if I done spent all the money that I made this week and it's gone now, and it's like I was counting on next week looking like this week, you can't count on those variables because it's too volatile, it's too up or down until you get to a
Yep.
point in your career where you're like a TZ or you're like myself where you got people pre-booking, prepaying, as he said earlier, like you can't really count on it. And even with me, I still don't count it on it because anything can happen. Bro, we had a pandemic and for two
Right.
months I didn't work at all.
Man.
But I had money saved and put to the side. I didn't know I was saving it for that. I had no intentions of saving it for 2 months off work. I was working 2019, I worked every single day of the year. I don't recommend it, guys. I recommend it earlier on in your business if that's what you want to do, because you won't imagine how fast you can grow and how much money you can start reeling in a lot quicker
Oh yeah.
if you do as TZ said, make yourself available. So I do think everybody should do it at least in the beginning. You ain't got to work full days, but you can say, you know what, on Sundays I'll come in for 4 hours, see who I can pull in. Mondays, if we're open, like my shop was open 7 days a week, but most people in there work 5 to 6 days. So I was like, man, I'm just gonna come in here every day since it's open every day, and I grew a lot. And then I did it again 2019, even though I wasn't looking to grow, but I knew I was gonna buy a house the next year. So I was like, I'm just gonna stack up and see what I can do in 3-4 months. And before I knew it, I was like, well, once those 3-4 months went by, I was like, well, I'm not really tired or anything, and I built up a routine. I can do this up until I buy the house. So I did, and my wife and I, we saved a lot of money. And come to find out, we didn't even have to use it because we got a USDA loan, which
Yeah.
covered our down payment. The closing costs were pretty much covered by the builder, and so like the Lord just had me in a space where I was prepared when it all went down. I closed on my house. 2 days later, they closed on my suite, as in, hey, Texas is shut down. You can't cut no hair. And so I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? But in preparation for buying a home and putting money to the side, we were good. And I was on vacation for 2 months. It felt
Yep.
like a vacation. I know that's not everybody's story, like, but for that was one of the best years of my life. Other than I lost my father-in-law to COVID, but 2020 was like one of the best years. Working every day, it can really get you in a bad mental spot. Like you be like, bro, this can't be life. It's more than life. I want to do something other than this. But I was like, man, I'm committed to this. Let me ride this out, and then I'm gonna make some changes. And as soon as I came back from COVID, from the shutdown, I started working. And I was like, man, I've been talking for years. Like, what would it be like to have Saturdays off? And I did it. I dropped Saturdays, bro. I was like, I'm going Tuesday through Friday, and I'm good. Nope, no more Saturdays.
What is that like?
Bro, I took it to 4 days a week, and I was thinking that would slow life down a little bit for me, but it kind of made things like speed up, because
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want to be normal. I want to be a 40-hour-a-week person. So I was like, I'll do 4 10-hour days. So those days were long. I wasn't able to help my wife around the house. I wasn't helping with homework. I wasn't helping with dinner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm missing them as they're interacting with each other after school, after work. But I'm getting home because you just think about it, you working a 10-hour day, plus you do after hours or you did a house call. So I'm getting home sometimes 10, 11 o'clock, midnight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. But I'll say that to say this. It all paid off in the end because I had a lot of money put to the side.
Yeah.
Plus we moved in with my in-laws. So I was paying like $600 a month in rent with no other bills, bro. Do you know how much money we saved in that amount of time with me working every day? And I'm full. You know what I'm saying? My schedule was booked up 7 days a week. I don't even want to say it because y'all going to be tripping. I ain't even going to tell y'all. But it was crazy.
I know. I remember us having this conversation. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I will say that year I made more money than I ever have in my life. And I was like, I don't never want to get it like this again. That was cool to say I made that much money. I'm good. I don't want to do it like that. I'll get it.
It's a lot of sacrifice to get to that point.
Oh my God. I said nope. But then so I did the Saturdays thing off and I felt like, bro, every time I looked around, like I would see the garbage cans pushed out from my son because it was Wednesday night again. And I'm like, bro, my weeks is going by too fast. So I was like, look, y'all, I told my customers because most of them in the evenings were recurring. So I was like, look, I know y'all did this thing. Y'all come in from 5 to 7 pretty much was always recurring. The same people either weekly or bi-weekly. So I was like, look, what do y'all think about moving to Saturdays so I can get off at 5 o'clock? And they were willing. The people who couldn't, I just moved them to a different day, different time. But most of the people, they moved to Saturday. So now I go in Saturday, 8:30. I'm done by 2:30, 3 o'clock. I bang them out and I'm gone. And so that's my schedule now. But that other schedule was 4 days a week. Like those were long days and it made the weeks go by so quick. Every time I looked up, I'm like, man, it's Wednesday night again. What the heck just happened? And I had 3 days off. Like 3 days off. I'm like, man, here we go again. So, yeah, man, be good stewards. I said all that to say that apparently. But G says, what's a suite, man? What is a suite? A private suite is a place where, so for me, I'm in a building. So let's think about it like a mall. A mall with a whole bunch of individual barbers or hairstylists, makeup artists, nail technicians, people doing Botox. Like I'm in a high end area, so I got people doing Botox, people doing machines taking the fat off people. Like it's a lot of stuff going on, and it's usually like one person in a room. There's a couple big rooms there, like where it's like maybe 4 stylists in one room. There's another room with like 3 barbers in there, but for the most part, it's no more than 2 people in all the other rooms. It might be like 30 rooms in that whole building. It says City Salon on the outside, but I'm inside my own room, my own business, Dead Stock Barbershop, and it's just me. No other barbers in my room. My customers come in and I greet them. They got a waiting area outside there. Outside my door, there's waiting areas as well. And that's what a private suite is. So it's just me. I'm not in a regular barbershop. So hopefully that satisfies your answer for what is a suite. That's pretty much what a suite is, right? You're running your own business. Instead of paying for a chair to like booth rent, I pay for this room. I'm leasing the room and everything in there is mine other than they provided the chair for me, which was a blessing, as well as they provided I got the big Husky. You know, them things expensive. Like, I got the big joint. Where they got a whole little storage door on the side, bunch of little pull out drawers on there. So,
yeah, that's the best. That's the best way I would describe that too.
Yeah. So basically, make the opinion off of your clientele. I guess that's yeah. You can base it off your clientele, but sometimes like TZ didn't base his prices off his clientele. He based it off what he felt he's worth now, and his clientele is going to move around that. Either they're going to feel like you worth it and pay it, or they're going to feel like you're not worth it, go somewhere else, and then realize like, dang, I don't even get that TZ experience no more. I might have to go back to TZ. So you don't know. They might come back, man.
That's it.
But Nathan has a question right here for you. TZ, any advice on promoting on Instagram in the city you cut in?
Um, what are those things called? The ads.
Okay,
So,
like Instagram ads, Facebook ads.
yep, those actually help a lot. And then also geotagging locations around your city that are popular. That will help a lot too. I don't know. I can make a video on how to do that if you don't know how to do that already. But pretty much geotagging and then also hashtagging popular destinations in your area will attack tourist clients and local clients because they're gonna look for things on like Instagram is kind of like the now is becoming one of those secondary Google searches. Like you'll
Mm-hmm.
search up a business to see what kind of food do they serve there, what kind of what's it looking like in there. You'll look for the Instagram page.
Yeah.
So if I type in Portland, Oregon on hashtags or Portland, Oregon on a geotag, it'll pop up a bunch of random things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've gained a lot of clientele off that, and then add you can set a demographic of what you're looking for, and they work with your budget. Like I think some of them ads are as low as like $6.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, so TZ, we've been chopping it up, and as you know, like I can talk all day, and we can give some real detailed answers. But I just realized as I scrolled, like we behind in the comments. So this live stuff for me. Like I've been going live every day since December 1st, and so
okay,
it's a muscle. Just like we want to get better at cutting hair and whatever finances, it's a practice. So this is practice for me, and so I'm behind right now. First of all, I want to say, you guys, this is TZ. If you guys don't know my guy right here, TZ the Barber. He is not just a barber, but a business owner. He's also a YouTuber, and he is leading the way in my city, Portland, Oregon. You guys, this man is changing his prices as of January 1st to $100 a haircut starting off. But what we are at right now is I went through and I'm looking at these comments, and people are like, man, I asked the question 20 minutes ago. What's going on?
oh,
So we've just been taking our time. So I want to go and just kind of rapid fire with you, and let's get through these because I don't want nobody getting mad at us, man. They
yeah,
like,
let's
bro,
do it,
what's
man.
going
Rapid
on? It's
fire.
been
I'm with
10
it. I'm
minutes,
with it.
20 minutes. So let me see where I was just at, and let's get through these things, man. All right, so I'm just gonna put them up on the screen. Jay says,
Yep.
interesting take. G, the Swedish private. Okay, he's explaining that. Facts. Yo,
Facts.
Teasy. AAC says, yo, Teasy.
Hey, what up?
G says, okay. I finished school in 2 months, and the shop I want to go to has a lot of great barbers and a great environment, but they barely get walk-ins. Do you think maybe I should consider another shop? Let's keep the answer short.
Nope, I don't.
All right, and for that I say, keep your options open. Why that shop? You know what I'm saying? It could be
Yeah,
a shop right around the street that got everything perfect for you. So keep your
that's
eyes open. What states are you guys in, and do you know any good shops in South Carolina? I was just on here the other day trying to find a barber shop for a lady in South Carolina. Do what TZ just said. Go and search the geotags. Go ahead and search
South
whatever
Carolina
South
barbers.
Carolina barbers, yeah, and you're gonna see people and shops pop up, as well as search Google barbershops near me. You look at the ratings and you see what it's like. You look at the pictures, then you go and you hang out at three of them. Go look at the top three. Talk to the owner.
Yep.
Diego Hicks says he's in Vegas. TZ is in Oregon, and I'm in Texas. Uh,
Yep.
okay, so Rusty is saying, I'd love to have other barbers next to me so I can gain more knowledge. And like you said, if I had anything I was stuck with, there's somebody to help. I'm on my own at the end of. I'm a relatively new barber. Yeah,
Yep. That's great.
yeah, man. It's cool. Like it's nothing like having some
Great
people there that
resource.
care, that want to help you grow. Like they're not getting nothing from it. Um, you have to be patient. Yeah, we're getting to the questions.
We're
We're
getting
going
to it.
through. Let's go. Let's go. But did we miss what he said? Let's see. You guys are taking about 15 minutes for these questions. Let me go back up and see what he said, just in case. He's the one who asked about you Uber eating. Come on, bro, relax.
Ah,
We answered your question before that.
that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Fly me out and let me cut y'all. TZ can do that. He's rich.
Bet.
Nathan, he says it's been 20 minutes and counting, bro. He's getting out of hand. Yeah, he's definitely over here impatient. Thank y'all for checking my guy over here. Big MQ. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't go live like that. So we just chilling, having a good time. This was unplanned, unscheduled. So I'm just
Right.
thankful. I seen my guy TZ drop in, and I'm like, man, you offer a lot of information. He is a educator at heart. So I wanted to bring him in so you guys can hear something great, man. He says finally the wait is over. Our shop is $50 cut and shave. Dope, Andre.
Oh.
Dope. Look at him, 3 minutes and counting, bro. What are you on right now, bro? You need to come live with us. I can send you the same link, and you can show us how to do it. Donnie Tsunami, hey, my boy TZ, do you know Donnie? I know he's in Portland.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How long has TZ been cutting? He said it earlier. He's been cutting 7 years. License?
I've been licensed for coming up on 6. I've been cutting since 04.
Okay, nice. Hey, man, we getting through here. 10 minutes
You know?
and counting. This dude is tripping. All right. A big problem I have is fading like a 1 or 2 into bulk. Any tips? You got any tips on that?
Man, keep your let me use my Xbox controller as a guide, but keep your guard flat. Don't dig because it's gonna create more of a line for you to dig out.
Mm-hmm.
Flat and shape that into the bulk. That'll save your life.
And I'll say for that, it depends on what you're doing, man. Are you cutting straight hair? Or are you cutting curly hair? If you're cutting curly hair, I usually say, start off with like a number 2 with the grain to set that shape in there. But as he said, you don't dig into this area. You're just going to go straight down, knock that bulk off, and now all you're doing is fading into a number 2 instead of trying to blend from a 0 all the way into this afro when I could have just scooped in there and set that in. I have a video. It says, don't cut another black person's hair until you watch this or something like that. Check that video out and you'll see exactly what I explained. All right. I don't think they're going to keep viewers being this delayed and speaking too long on simple questions. That is great feedback. This is what we in here for.
Right.
So, OCL, whatever your name is, thank you, bro. That's something for me to remember because, like I said, I'm chilling. I didn't expect for you to be in here. I never even seen you in here commenting. So I'm thankful that you're here. Thank you for joining. Once again, guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is my channel, Deadstock Barbershop. I help barbers and aspiring barbers take their skills to the next level through video. We do tutorials, product reviews, as well as lives, apparently. And we can bring on guests like TZ, and we just get it popping in here, man. We chopping it up, man. I love everybody. So, man, everybody's comments, and I take all criticism. So we do a thing called Cut Critics. You guys can critique me. Let me know that I'm being slow. I wasn't thinking about it till I just happened to scroll, and I'm like, dang, bro, these people over here are saying a lot of stuff, and we ain't mentioned none of that. So, TZ, did you sell all of them 5 spots you had?
Yes.
He must follow you on Instagram.
I got 1 spot left.
Okay, he got 1 spot. What do you guys do with no call, no shows when they try to rebook?
My booking service, you have to pay to book, so I keep half your money if you don't show up, and then you have to pay another half the money to rebook. So,
all right. So for me, I have late cancellation policy and a no-show policy. If you cancel within 24 hours of your appointment time, then I get 50%. Your card is on file, so your card is. If you cancel it, it's going to automatically charge you. If you no-show, then I'll hit no-show on there, and it gives me 100% of whatever you book. So. Haircut and beard is $50 for me. I get $50 if you don't show up.
I'm changing that.
Yeah, we know you got a soft spot, my man. You stuffing them Big Macs, bro. Relax. That's the same dude who's been tripping.
Come on, man.
He got out of hand. Mike, what do you mean by mobile barber? So a mobile barber is a barber who's not in a barber shop. He travels to people's homes. So you might be cutting hair at the house, but he's not necessarily cutting hair at his house. He goes to customers, or you guys, here's a tip for you. There are barbers who go to businesses like car dealerships because those guys are going to miss money if they leave. They prefer not to leave. Most of them eat out of the vending machines because they don't want to leave. Or now we got Uber Eats and stuff. That's how they do it. So if you set up something like, hey, man, I'm going to come in. I can cut you guys' hair every 2 weeks. I'll be here on a Wednesday, which is a slow day for me at the shop or something like that. I'll do their haircuts. Normally it will be $50. I'll do everybody for $40, and I'm coming to you. Or
That's
I
a
charge
huge
$60
gem
for
you
this service,
dropped.
and now you going to them and you making a killing. So that is
Huge
a
gem
good
you just
mobile
dropped.
barber thing, huh?
I said that's a huge gem you just dropped with the car dealerships. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give y'all another one. Fire departments.
There you go, man. Them dudes, they gotta be there,
Hmm.
and they making bread, bro. They making bread. Okay, he answered the question. You guys charging more on Friday? Nah, my shop owner. That's what happens when you start working under people. Like you start to take on some of the things that they took on. He felt like if you're gonna be working, if you say I'm open this day, then you charge your price. But I'm not against anybody saying I'm working Christmas Eve. It's $3,000. It's up to you. What you doing? You charging? Are you even working that day?
I'm working Christmas Eve, but I'm not charging extra. Same
Okay,
price.
so same here. Um, how is January booked for you, TZ?
I think my next available appointment is like January 16th.
Hey, should I charge extra for house calls without a license?
That's a hot take.
Everything you
That's
do is a house call, bro. What are you talking about?
right,
Charge extra for it. Just charge your
right.
price, whatever you want your
Your
price
whole
to be.
career right now is a house call.
Yeah. Dude, what do you? Where else you cutting at? You know what I'm saying? I guess he's like, man, I gotta pack up and leave my house and go to their house. I'm charging. Nah, bro. No, you a mobile barber, like old boy said, like Mike said. I don't like how dude got 1 year of experience and think he can charge 50. I have no problem with anybody saying that my cuts are worth this because somebody's gonna believe it, and that's all you need is a few people to believe it, and before you know it, that person can build their clientele. There's a guy out here that is I'm cool with. Dang, I can't think of his name. Shoot, I can't think of his name. But whenever I would go to barber classes, like he was there and he was learning, he was growing. Next thing I know, he was charging like $35 in his shop when the shop owner told him, bro, you're not worth that. He ended up leaving that shop. Now he's in the suite and his haircuts are $80. I don't even charge that much. Just 2.5 years ago, I was telling him like, say, bro, you can come over here where I'm at, but the shop owner ain't gonna let you charge that much. And he didn't come. He stayed at where he was at, and then he moved on, went to the suite. Now he's got his prices where he want. So I can't say that he can't do that. But I will say, catch me slipping. Thank you for joining because I've never seen your name on here. As you guys can see, I got a pretty good memory on who comments and what the comments usually are, and that
Yes,
actually
sir.
helps me with dealing with my clients. Malachi, thank you, Johnny. You in here taking notes. My guy Johnny, I used to work with him. He's a great barber, great business mind, and a veteran as well. So thank you for your service, young Johnny. I disagree. I think I should charge off of quality, not experience. There you go. If that's what you want to do, that's what you should do. You get to model your career how you want it. How many days a week do you guys work? How many days, TZ? 4 days. 4 days. What's your hours?
10 to 7.
10 to 7. I love it. I'm doing. So you did what I was doing for a little bit, but you know
Yeah.
there's some long days. Um, I do
Sometimes it's
nine
9
to
to 7.
five Tuesday through Friday. Saturdays I'm 8:30. Like I said, I'm usually out of there by 2:30, 3 o'clock. Unless I do it after hours. My boy on Q says he's gone for the night. Thank you, sir. He probably been gone for 20 minutes. How
Right.
far should your shop be from home? I'm an hour away from home. Bro, if it's worth it to you to drive there, then it's worth it. I know a guy that was at the shop with me. He was the busiest barber in the shop, and he was driving 45 minutes to an hour to
Yeah.
come to the shop.
I
So it's
drove an
all about
hour.
it. You making the money that you want to make. That's how I feel. What you think, TZ?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. If it's worth it, it's worth it. I was driving an hour to Champions, and it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? And I
There
and
we
I still
go.
went.
There we
So
go. Tony, what up? What up? That's one of my customers right there.
what up?
And look what he says. Chris is worth every penny. I told him I'm
Man,
about to go up to 70 and
yeah.
for a haircut and beard, and he's like, bro, I'm out. This is it. This is it. And he was like, you better be glad I ain't got nowhere else to go, man. You very glad you good, but he gonna stick around, man. A barber should work as many days as he wants. The more you work, the more money and clientele you have. I won't say that you should work as much as you want because this is my take on it. So this is how I look at it. You are a business, and if that's what you want to do, that's you. But if you want to have the lifestyle that you can afford, then you can't be like, I'm a barber, I'm self-employed, I come in 2 days a week. If you living at the crib with moms, cool. But if not, you're going to be broke. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, man, I'm a business or I'm inside of a business. This business is being run. TZ owns a barbershop. So he wants barbers that are going to come in and that are going to be committed to whatever hours they have told him they're going to work. Or if he has it mandatory, hey, man, I want people to work this amount of hours. That's what I need you to work. So the way I look at it is we are self-employed employees. For me, I'm in a suite by myself. I'm a self-employed employee. I need to be open from 9 to 5 because those are my hours. I need to come in. Now I built a clientele that is looking at those hours and they're like, okay, that's when that shop is open. So that's when I go. I can't be like, well, I'm self-employed. I know I got 3 appointments. I don't feel like going. I'll just come in at 12. So I think you guys have to remember, like, man, professionalism. If you've ever worked any job before going into this, take whatever skills they tried to give you, even if you didn't like it, you didn't like working for somebody, take those skills and apply it to your business, and you'll see your business go a lot further.
Oh yeah, huge.
Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
All right. Who gave you the pole?
Pozole.
What is that?
Who gave me the pozole recipe, man? That's top
What is that?
secret.
Food?
I can't give some Mexican soup.
Oh, okay.
Some
What happened? I
pozole.
thought you were starting a cooking channel.
Man, that's just the
It's too
life,
much, ain't it?
man. Too
Multiple
busy,
channels is
man.
too much.
You know what I'm saying? One channel's enough. Two is too much.
Yes, sir.
Just know my pozole hits though. Just know that.
All right, I'm gonna have to try when I come out there to Portland, man. This is my
Oh yeah,
old shop owner right there. Yo, I dropped mine yesterday and my blade overlapped. Look, are we that far behind? They talking about trimmers dropping. I told you we was behind. Yeah, man. I hope they ain't messed up. Catch me slipping. Stay consistent, look presentable, and always be available for your clients. Quality over quantity, man. I respect that. Chris makes 6 figures and rocks fake jewelry. Bro, hold on. I can't even. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read. I gotta see what you're saying. He's not out here trying to use his money to impress anyone, and I'm down with that. First of all, yes, I'll be rocking some fake jewelry, but don't be coming on here. It's different when I say it, but you can't be saying it like that. Yeah, man, I love my little. I ordered $75 worth of H&M costume jewelry just last night. I got 3 necklaces for my sons. I got myself another silver one. I got me some rings, bro. Bro, that stuff ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. Like, if you want to get your lady something nice, or even you want to get you a nice little, that's on you. But for me, I'm like, bro, if it look good, I'm good, bro. My boy just put me all the way out there. That's what I get for putting myself out there. Somebody was like, "Oh boy, you dripped out." I said, "Bro, this stuff fake. This is H&M stuff." Great barber talk. Great job, both of y'all. Thank you, Ronald Morgan.
Appreciate
Thank you. Otha, this is the first time for Otha. So, how many of you guys are in here from TZ's channel? Because I'm seeing a lot of new names. I know. Like I said, I just hit. If you guys don't know, I just hit 30K today on my subscribers. So I know I got a lot more subscribers as well. Bro, the knowledge you've been dropping is invaluable and much more appreciated for real. Oh, much appreciated for real. Appreciate you both. Thank you, man. We appreciate you because
we appreciate you being here.
If we only have this knowledge and we keep it to ourselves, man, you haven't really accomplished much if you can't help duplicate it. If you can't help repeat it in someone else, So that's my take on it. I feel like a tree grows fruit, right? And who is it for? It's not for the tree. It's for the people that are around it. So if I'm going to be producing something, then it's for the people to be able to enjoy it. Because what happens to the fruit if nobody comes and eats it? It rots, right? And I don't want to be spoiled rotten over here. I want to pass it along. Don't get too personal with your clients. They not your friends. It's business. There's no loyalty. That sounds like the most false information.
Right, yes.
TZ, how wrong is this?
That's man. Some of my most recent close friends started off as clients.
Yeah, there we go.
Like, hey. I got a bunch of homeboys now from Clientele.
So Otha is in agreement with that. But let's look at what one of my customers has said. Chris is personal with regulars. Bro,
that's man.
What? I'm getting into your life, man. We're really merging lives
That's what
because
locks in the
it
client.
forms a friendship, but I don't take it personal if you stop coming to me. So I choose to be that open with my clients. So I'm letting them know, man, this is what I got going on in life. What you think I should do with this? And it's the same thing for me. They're dropping stuff on me like, bro, I'm going through this. I'm making a decision to do this. My guy Tony, who you see his name right there, bro, it's very personal. We talk about stuff that's going on in his life. He just retired. He came on here the other night and he don't cut hair, guys. But because it's personal, he can sit at home and say, you know, I want to see what my boy Chris is doing. And guess
Yep.
what? He just retired after 22 years of working. You know what I did? Because it's personal to me. I congratulated him. I told him I'm proud of you, bro. And I gave him a free haircut. It has nothing to do with me. But I
Right. I mean,
see the hard work that he puts in and the person that he is, and I'm willing to, and he's been investing in me. So how can I not invest in him in one of his biggest moments ever? Like 22
that's
years is a commitment that, man, that's crazy, bro. Like a lot of people cannot say that. And so I see the value in what he's done as well as the example that he's setting for his family that's around him, for anybody that was on the job with him. Like, bro, people find it to be a problem when you commit to something long term. It's like, bro, when did this become an issue? You know what I'm saying? If you want to go work for the post office for 30 years and retire and have a great pension and this and that, bro, by all means do it, because it's something to be said about the dedication that a person has when they've committed themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? That means when dudes made him mad, when he wanted to fight, when he wanted to cry, when he wanted to cuss somebody out, man, that shows strength. I'm going home and we're gonna do this all woosah. We're gonna do this all over again. You know what I'm saying? And there's times where you're gonna be like that in a shop with people. Matter of fact, this is his best friend up under here. Jason is my old shop owner. They best friends. And I cut his best friend's hair. But you know what I'm saying? So he knows the dedication and the commitment and everything. But he wants to know how much you charge, TZ. How much you charge, TZ? Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me, guys. You muted? He's currently at I think he said $45. You did something, TZ. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Look at the camera if you can hear me. Yeah, he can't hear me. Y'all know what the difference is between a good cut and a bad cut. Yes, we do cut critics. So catch me slipping. We're here. We've been going live every day since December 1st. I'm doing Vlogmas. I decided that the content that I'm gonna drop is live. So what we were doing before my guy got on here, we're doing cut critics. So that's where you can go onto my Instagram. You follow me on Instagram. You submit 2-3 haircuts, whatever you want me to look at. Make sure that the cuts are from multiple angles. I don't want to just have one haircut from one side. Okay, we lost TZ. One haircut from one side. I want to see both sides of the haircut so I can see all around, preferably, so that that I can be of some help. So of course we know the difference. 2 weeks. I don't know what that means. What's TZ's YouTube channel? I think it's the Barber TZ, if I'm not mistaken. He charges like 45, or I think he said like $45. He's making the jump up to $100. Rusty Blades, YouTube Barber, the Barber TZ. Yes, there we go, right there. Thanks, Donnie. I like that y'all getting it in the comment section because we was taking too long. I'm trying to get caught up, you guys. Y'all are going in tonight. This has been a great night. Like, we already in here an hour and 53 minutes. But let's see. And TZ, you can, if you're still in here, you can click on the link and come right back. So he says never talk politics in the shop. Another wrong statement, man. The shop used to be the place where people gathered to talk politics, to talk whatever it is, sports, whatever's going on, religion. They teach us in school not to have these conversations, man. We had them conversations, and they were great conversations, man. You get rid of the audio, TZ. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully he'll chime back in. Let me try to call him real quick. That's my guy. That's my guy. Let's see if we can get TZ back in here. Why my phone tripping? Recents, contacts. Oh, here we go. TZ. All right, but I'm still gonna go through. Okay, his phone must have died or something. All right. Dan Alvarez, what's going on? So I'm seeing a bunch of new people, guys. I'm loving the fact that you guys are in here. This is amazing. Thank you guys for allowing me the opportunity to do what I love. If you're just now joining us, I'm Christopher Manyweather. This is Dead Stock Barbershop. I help barbers take their skills to the next level, whether you're a new barber, you're a veteran barber, or an aspiring barber. There's something that can be learned here that I can help you grow with. And yeah, so thanks for joining us. What we're doing now is live. We were doing Cut Critics, as I said, which is where I go and critique the subscribers' haircuts. TZ ended up joining, so we were doing that, but we apparently lost him. So right now I'm just going to go through and finish some of these things up. But we'll be back live tomorrow at 9 o'clock p.m. And we have a special guest tomorrow, I believe. I think it's tomorrow. But Dan says this. I am 32 years old and getting into barbering. Am I too late? I hear a lot of you guys starting really young. A lot of us, we started really young, but I know some people that have just blown up and had never touched clippers. Guys who are very successful who had never touched clippers until they walked into barber school. So you have the benefit of growing and getting better a lot faster, Dan, because of things like this. So this is something 10 years ago when I was finishing up barber school was never a thing. There was no Instagram lives, no one that was outside of your immediate circle that could help you grow other than watching some tutorials that didn't have any audible things other than the music that was playing and you're watching them work. So now you have the ability to go to my channel, Bazio's channel, Jeezy's channel, TZ's channel, Beam's channel, Jason Barber Educator's channel. Like there's a lot of people that are out educating now on how to get better, and it's like LeBron James' son Bronny. Bronny is a lot better at this age than LeBron was at the age of 15, 16. Why? Because the training is better and he has more access to different things. So man, don't be worried about it, bro. Come on, we gonna welcome you, bro. Get into school, grow, get better, and make you some money. Love people, interact with people, get personal with people. Man, I don't have no problem with that. Yeah, I was talking about Behan. I could not remember his name. Please be respectful or keep it to yourself. Please, no cussing or fussing. Take as long as y'all want. We chopping it up. Thank you. So this is one of my regulars in here for the live, man. Rondo, man, we chilling. Like this is, but I do appreciate the guys who are like, man, can you get to my question? Because this is a new part of YouTube to me. The whole live thing is new. So just as you guys want to get better at what you do, I'm trying to get better at what it is that I'm doing. And guess what, guys? We hit 30K today. We can't forget that. Where the DJ at? Where the DJ at? We hit 30K, man. So I'm excited. You guys are rocking with me, man. I'm loving it. What do you guys do on blending where the end of the comb over hits the ridge? Take bigger guards, run them straight up, clipper over comb, or take the comb and hit it with blending scissors. All of that. All of the above. Like whatever you got to do to clean it up. But there's times where I do every single one of those in one haircut. There's times where I do one of those things or two of those things in a haircut. So it's really up to you. But I do all of those techniques. Just like when you hear me like in my Cut Critics wavy cuts, I know you're in here a lot. So you know that I say those things a lot. But yeah, we still speed running through here. Wade says I live 35 minutes from the shop. I make it there in 15. Bro, don't speed. If it says 35 minutes and it really takes you 20 minutes, that's one thing. But if it's 35 minutes and you speeding to get there in 15 minutes, now I got a $400 ticket on a $300 day at work. The math don't add up, man. Just make it there safely. Make it there on time, bro. Don't speed. If you got to leave earlier, leave early. I sent more angles for Cut Critics whenever we do it again. Malachi, we will start with you tomorrow night. When we get the interview. If we have time tomorrow night, we'll do some Cut Critics. But if not, we will get right back to it starting Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I'm in Texas, guys, by the way. Look at this. Hey, Dan Alvarez. Check out my guy right here, Rusty Blades. He started at 39. He just had his birthday. When was that, Rusty? Like last Wednesday or last Thursday. He just turned 40. How do I remember that? Because I take interest in the things that are interesting. Like if you guys say something to me, like my customers say something to me, I pretty much remember it. So I remember going on here, and Rusty lives in the UK. He said, "Man, my birthday's coming up," and I remembered. I was like, "Hey, man, happy birthday!" He was like, "Well, it's 4 in the morning now," but something like that, you know. So I know he just had a birthday. He's 40, which means what? He's only been cutting for a year or less, and he's in the field, and he's doing well. I'm loving it. TZ, how much experience I gotta have to start cutting in your shop? I know, TZ, you gotta be eager and want to learn and want to grow, and I think you can get in there even without experience because he's gonna teach you. He's an educator. He got a YouTube channel, man. Rusty, thanks for the encouraging. Just feel like I'm behind so much to learn, bro. You're not behind by no means, bro. You got too much internet, too much access out here, and you're gonna be good, man. Big MQ, man, we accept your apology, bro. Just relax, man. We trying to get to it, and I respect the fact that you said I'm sorry. You know, it was a little distasteful, but man, we here to show you grace. We're here to show you some mercy and welcome you back because we all here to grow. We all here to learn, man. And like I said, I appreciate you guys saying that we were taking too long because now it's got me speeding up. You know who else's think I'm taking too long? It's 2 hours and 1 minute that we've been on this live, so I guarantee my wife is somewhere around the house like, he's taking too long. So we're going to finish these comments. If we can make it to the bottom, then we're gonna check out. So let's see. Let's see. Let me scroll back up. Malachi says the apology. I respect it. You were forcing it. Yeah, he was kind of forcing it, but I love you anyway, Big MQ. Oh, snap. I didn't even realize you hit 30K. Yeah, man, I hit 30K. It's cracking. I've been checking almost every day if you hit, and the day I don't is the day. Yeah, man, because you told me congratulations. Like, man, you almost there. And then I hit it. So thank you. The day you don't check is the day I hit it. Don't check no more. I might be at 100K in 3 days. Are you going to do any challenges soon, TZ? TZ, are you doing any challenges soon? I don't know if you guys seen it, but TZ did the 24-hour haircut challenge. He stayed in the shop for 24 hours, cut people all night long, had all his clients come in. Like, it was crazy. Congrats on 30K. Thank you, brother. Are you going to do any more challenges? Chris, you should do a challenge. I'm not a challenge guy, bro. I really don't have a lot of time, man. I'm not going to lie. Between family, work, I do church stuff, and then YouTube stuff as well. Like, I don't really have time to... my mind don't even go there. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, bro. I was forcing it out. Literally crying. I feel so bad. Bro, don't feel bad, man. Like, in my experience, I feel like you're probably a younger guy. And so I got nothing but respect for you, man. Look, what you doing right now, you expressing yourself, and I appreciate it, man. Like, don't cry, man. You good, man. I love you, bro. You little bro to me. I don't even know who you are. You should do a live once a week after Vlogmas podcast type. Your conversations are good and interesting, bro. That is the plan. And what I'll do is I'm going to set up markers for it. So if you guys ask a great question or anything like that, I'm going to take like the Kevin Samuels approach. You know, a lot of these other guys they'll go live. And then if anything interesting comes up, then they'll chop that and make it a little short video and post that for content. So that's my approach. I'm actually doing a YouTube course right now. And yeah, so we got some stuff going on, some stuff coming up soon. Danny Alvarez. Here we go, Danny. You still in here, Danny? I'm 34, currently in barber school, and I'm blessed to be working in a shop every day after school. So it's definitely not too late. Make a plan and get started ASAP, fam. That's some more encouragement for you, Dan. You are not alone. It's a bunch of guys. Oh. We got another YouTuber in here. Look at that, Mr. 400,000 subscribers. Look at him. Look at that, man. Look at that. We gonna blow Beam up. We gonna blow my guy Beam up. Yo, my guy Get Beam is in the building. 400,000. I know he's pretty close to 500,000 now, and it is well deserving, man. Guy works like no other. Big ups to my boy. He done moved to Tampa. He working on some stuff. He probably not gonna ever tell y'all this, but one day y'all keep watching, y'all gonna see this man as probably one of like the biggest up and coming rappers, and it is all started because somebody was like, "Say, bro, man, you need to be rapping. You need to be making music, bro. Your videos are already music, and I think that you would be good on a beat. I feel like your subscribers would want to hear it. I think you need to go ahead and do it." And I just seen a post yesterday that boy said, writing with some music notes and a little microphone. My boy in that lab, my boy getting to it. So man, actually I ain't seen him post a video in a little bit. So he really in that lab, man. I know he's down there working. I ain't played the game with him in a while, so we usually run Call of Duty. So that let me know he really out here getting to it. So Beam, welcome. Thank you for joining today. What we got? We're not doing no hate today, man. Tony Cook is a great guy. Get Beam. Yeah, Beam was in here. Beam is or was. I know we were behind. All the celebs out here tonight, eh? Let's go. Yeah, man, we getting some boys up in here. That's why I figured, TZ, that your phone died. It is all good. TZ, Big MQ wanted to apologize, man. I let him know that you not tripping, man. We all good. We all good. Yeah, how do you, bro, I sent the link to your Instagram. So all you had to do was click on that link and you could have came back. TZ, you tripping. Just started. Okay, here we go. Dan Alvarez. We got some more folks who want to chop it up with you, man. Dan Alvarez, I'm 32 and just started 2 years ago. 6 months as a licensed barber. Never too late, man. It is never, ever too late. Oh, you said the link is not connecting. Dang. He said go back to the link. Hey, TZ, I'm sorry, man. He's sorry. He's so sorry. Oh, my God, stop. If you do not accept the apology, I understand. Bro, he accepts it. Look, he said, you good, bro. You good, man. We don't be tripping, bro. Like, me and my boys, man, we not out here tripping. Chris, you got to resend the link. Man, it's the same link. Even if I resend it, it's the same thing. How do you like it? Tsunami, how do you like it? He says, best thing I ever did was make the leap to change careers. First time I actually looked forward to doing something every day, man. That's huge. That is so huge. Dope. All right, good night, y'all. God bless y'all. Chat and congrats on 30K, Chris. See y'all later. Thank you, Big MQ. I will see you tomorrow. Ronald says, I'm 40 years old in barber school since November 19th. Graduate next August. Never too late or too old. Facts. Facts. Can't say that again. Facts. I'm loving it. Hey, C says, I hate my job. Hey, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Donnie, it's better to be late in this life than early in the next. Oh, did that man just hit us with a bar? Hey, what does that even mean? I don't know what that means, but I feel like I need to put that on a shirt. Let's see. YouTube Barber, that's real talk, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah. How do you speed up your cutting time? Set your alarms, man. Break your haircuts down in sections. 5 minutes increments, 10-minute increments. It depends on where you're at. So if it's taking you an hour to do a ball fade, let's get it cut down to 45 minutes. If it's taking you 45 minutes to do that taper fade, let's get it cut down to 30 minutes. I feel like a basic haircut, that's something where it's not like comb over and a fade. If it's just a fade only, I feel like it should be 30 minutes. That's how my time slots are set, but yours could very well be 45 minutes. But just know when you do 2 haircuts at an hour and a half, then I'll do 3 haircuts, and you can be like, dang, he just made much more money than me. If I'm in the shop with you, you can be like, man, I need to get my time down. So I think you can set an alarm on your phone. You can say on this taper fade, I want to do 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes cutting this down, 10 minutes on the edge up. So just break your haircuts down in seconds. You said he going live after this. All right. Dan says, yes, sir. Dan, I'm glad you're still in here to see all of these guys encourage you, man. And I hope that you really see the value in joining these kind of lives so that you can know that, man, whatever it is that I'm going through, there are others going through the same thing, whether that's financial situations, whether it's relationships, information, or situations. anything personal, something you want to bring up, you ain't got to say no names. But I'm here to help in any form that I can. And my guys are here to help. And my girls are here to help in any form that they can. So just keep coming through. Keep coming through. Beam. Spit some. I'll catch y'all. Got ahead at like 7:30 a.m. I feel you. I'm off. Or, okay, you might be in a different state than where I'm at. Congrats on the 30K. Thank you. But have a great night, Malachi. Black Stellar, my dog, you join. What's going on, man? Love my guy Beard, man. Why I can't have that, bro? Looking like he a part of Wu-Tang Clan or something, man. Best way to spectate myself being the new, or what does that say? Spectate myself being the new barber. Let me make this smaller. Best way to spectate myself being the new barber in my shop. I have my wave cuts. What are you trying to say? Brand. Okay, maybe the word is not spectate. I'm guessing you had some autocorrect. Best way to separate myself being the new barber. Okay, I'll say I'm gonna assume you meant separate. I have my wavy cuts brand on my apron, and also I have it on my face mask and cape that's coming in about a week as well. Best way to separate yourself on a basketball court and you at the park. Is it by getting the best Jordans and getting the best gear? I got the wristband. I got the headband. I got the baby shorts on. I got the AI sleeve. I'm tatted up. Is that the best way to separate yourself on the court? Or is it the guy that come out there and he do everything he's supposed to do to help his team get a win, to be successful on the court? It's the same thing in the barbershop, bro. You come in, work the hours on the door. That's going to separate you from guys that don't want to work the hours on the door. You come in, you answer the phone. That's going to separate you from the guys that don't want to answer the phone. You come in, you greet customers with a smile. Hey, what's going on, y'all, man? Welcome to the shop. Hey, we got a waiting list. You guys can sign in right there. Somebody will be right with you. Those are the things that separate you in good ways. You having your name on the apron, you the new barber. I could care less. But do you come in here, you do what you're supposed to do, and you got a smile on your face, you friendly, and as well as you cutting good. Because even if you're not the best barber yet, all of the other intangible things that surround what it is to be a barber or to provide good customer service, customers will be willing to grow with you. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about, oh man, look at his shoes. He got that boy got the wavy cuts mask with the wavy cuts apron. I'm next. Not one person is going to say that, bro. Not one person is going to sit in your chair because they seen the matching apron and the mask. Branding yourself is great. That's a good thing. I'm not knocking it. But that is not the thing that's going to make somebody want to sit in your chair. You might find one person like that, two people. I don't know. But when we're generally speaking, I want to see that this guy is compassionate. I want to see that this guy cares about what he's doing. So he shows up when he's supposed to. Whenever I come into the shop, he's always working or he's watching and asking questions. That dude looks like he's trying to grow. He looks like he's trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that you want to focus on, not necessarily what your apron and your face mask look like, bro. So those things will separate you, because especially if you're in a barbershop with busier barbers who don't have that mindset, they just want to come in, they booked up. I just want to cut my clients. So I don't want to answer the phone. I don't care about these customers that's coming in, that's walking in, because I'm booked anyway. So I'm not even looking up. I'm just cutting hair, chopping it up with my boy. So that's when you step in and you kill him. Okay, I got you, man. Oh, yeah, we got 3 people ahead of you. They're booked over here. You know, it's nothing wrong with learning the other barber schedules. Because I would ask, like, hey, you booked up? Hey, Jason, you booked up? Okay, so we got 4 barbers in here that's booked up right now. Hey, so just so you guys know, these 4 barbers are booked up. These 2 barbers, they have some appointments, but that guy right there, he's the main walk-in guy. I would do that as they booked up barber. Why? Because I cared about the situation, about the shop, about the look, the outlook of the shop from the customer that's coming in. I don't want that customer to come in, they come into the shop and they don't know what the heck is going on because nobody want to look up. Nobody want to give them eye contact. Nobody want to stop doing what they're doing for a split second to greet them. So if you want to be that guy that separates yourself from everybody else, you go ahead and you do that. Hey man, how y'all doing today? These guys are full. This is the sign-in sheet. There's 2, 3 ahead of you. Or all those people that you see ahead of you, they're actually appointments and they're waiting for their barbers right now. You're next. I'm doing the walk-ins. I can get you next. Everybody else is full. It's nothing wrong with you doing that. You go to a restaurant and they don't service you. As soon as you walk in, if they're not greeting you, hey man, welcome to Ruth Chris. How many people are with you, or how can we help you? Whatever it is, if you don't receive that, you're ready to leave. Why do we think that customers don't feel that way when they come to the barbershop? Why all of a sudden we're not in customer service because I'm booked up? Now my main focus is who I'm dealing with in my chair. You don't care if somebody leaves and go leave a bad review about the shop because you booked up. But that falls back on you. Because if you don't do right in that situation, guess what happens? They leave and they say, man, don't go over there to that shop. You know what I'm saying? That's why I cared about what the new people were doing in the shop as far as like how their haircuts turn out, because it reflects me. Because people are not going to leave there. Let's just say you got a person. So this is how a lot of barbers are. And I'll say it, man, we can be selfish individuals. People are selfish individuals. So you like, man, I'm icy with it. I'm cold with it. You see one of the barbers let somebody out of the chair. It's a messed up haircut. And you don't offer no advice. You don't try to help. Or even if you've seen it while they still in the chair, you know it's a newer barber. You don't want to take the time from your client to walk over there and be like, hey, man, you can fix this by doing this, such and such. And you let that person leave. And then that person leaves and they go and say, man, what are they going to say? Oh, don't go to Timmy in the third chair from the right. As soon as you walk in, man, that guy is garbage. That's not how people complain. They're not going to leave you a good review on Google unless you ask for it. But when something bad happens, the first thing they do, they're going to leave and they're going to go on Google and they're going to say they can't cut in that shop. They're going to generalize everybody based on that person. So it's in your best interest that everybody in there is fired. Because they're going to be like, man, go to anybody in that shop, they fired. Everybody, it don't matter. My customers would feel like that. I had customers like, bro, I know that if you ever can't get me, I can go to anybody in this shop and I'm going to be all right. Am I mad at that? No, because I'm going to recommend them anyway. I don't want you to leave. That's one thing I got from my old shop owner. Keep the money in the shop. Why we want them to leave? At least they're still here. Or I can at least say, okay, I'm busy. Let me recommend someone to you, whether it's somebody in the shop or somebody not in the shop, but then they're not taking a risk hopping in somebody's chair because I'm booked up. Let me direct you to somebody that's going to bless you. And as my boy Ward said on here, he directs them to people who even their personality matches. So if he knows his customer don't really like talking, then when he recommends a barber, he's like, okay, I'm going to send him to this guy who really don't like talking anyway. He's going to give him a great haircut, but he's not going to feel forced to talk to this guy. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's see. We're going to finish these out. Looks like you guys are communicating with each other, which is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Rusty, he's talking about Barber College in UK. He said, I did a video on my channel about college versus YouTube online learning. Hey, Rusty Blades. I don't know why I never even paid attention to your name. I just be reading like Rusty Blades. I never even looked at like the YouTube barber portion. I got to check your channel out, man. You always in here supporting. He went to the shop as the only barber so he threw himself into the deep end. So it was a sink or swim situation. I'm swimming at the moment, man. That's what you do. That's all we can do. Thanks, man. No problem. D Smith, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Bro, that's why if I can't do something, I will ask one of the barbers for advice. Bro, you talking my whole situation. And it's only going to... So this is how we think. So D knows what I'm talking about. So you're a barber. You're the new barber in the shop. You're already thinking the odds are against me. Everybody thinks I'm the new guy, so I'm not really good. But in this case, they right. And I'm not where I should be. But instead of asking for help, because I don't want to look like the new person who doesn't know what he's doing, I'd rather fumble through this haircut for an hour and a half then let this person go, knowing that it's not right, and I could have just stopped and asked for help. I let them leave. But look at it this way, from the customer's aspect, from their perspective. This guy, I've never really seen him, but I'm giving him a chance. I'm in your chair. So I trust you enough to give you a chance. I trust the people around you enough to give you a chance. And then I see that you are struggling, because I know you kind of been on this side for a long time. Usually they're on this side by now. Something, whatever. So, but then the guy that's cutting my hair and that's struggling a little bit turns to the guy next to him and says, hey man, I'm struggling with this right here. Can you help me? I'm trying to get this right so that he looks good. That customer now knows that he is priority for you. You put the pride to the side, ask for help so that he can walk out of the shop looking his best. Two things can happen. After that, he can say, man, he's new, he's not ready, I'm not coming back to him. Or he can be like, man, I'm coming back to him because I want to see his growth. I want to see him grow. I'm willing to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always think the worst thing, like, man, nah, he ain't never coming back to me. If that guy help him, then he's going to automatically want to go to that guy because that guy was able to. Bro, you don't know what a person is thinking. So your job first is customer service. Let's get him serviced, even if it's not you who can complete the service. But you will see a return on that investment. A lot of times they'll tip you a little more. Man, thank you, bro. I know that you were concerned about me. And I look good. I don't even know what you were struggling with. I look good. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get back to it. You have to leave your ego at the door every morning. Every morning, bro. The vets will be more willing to help, and clients will be more willing to stick with you, even if you aren't good. So if you're doing all those extra things that I said that are the intangibles that go into creating a good barber, and you don't have a great product yet, people will grow with you. Even though it's not that good yet. But I like his personality. He's always speaking. He's always chopping it up with me. I'm willing to keep coming back. Now I look up 3 months later like, dang, my boy really got nice, man. Yeah, okay. And now I've been with you. So now I can say, man, I remember the beginning. Remember 4 years ago when you was the new guy? My customers love it. They love that they can look back and be like, bro, I remember when you first started at Show and Tell 6.5 years ago. I'm still with you. 7 years ago, I'm still with you. 8 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, people like that stuff. But we always go to the negative side and be like, nah, man, people already, they don't want me to do this, do that. Everybody's against, bro, everybody's not against you. It's about your perspective. It's about your mindset. So be positive, as someone said earlier in the comment section. When you drop the gym to break the cut down, like 5 minutes on each taper, 5 minutes to knock down bulk, etc., has helped my process so much and increased my speed. I appreciate you, fam. You guys, these are testimonials. I'm not just saying this stuff because I don't do this. And I'm sorry if that sounds like bragging. I've cut hair long enough to know, and I've seen it happen enough to know, and I've explained it enough to know that this works. So that's what I mean. It's not like, oh man, bro, if I say it, it's gold. No, I've experienced it. And so all I'm doing is giving you guys my experience. I'm giving it back to you guys. Even when it takes me 2 hours and 23 minutes and my mom, my sister, and brother is downstairs and my wife is waiting on me. But we're going to finish it out right here, guys. No more questions for tonight, please. Because as y'all can see, I won't leave. Like, if y'all keep asking me stuff, I'll stay here. And I need to get better at this YouTube stuff. Sometimes it means, hey, man, it's going to be an hour. Let me cut it off. Love y'all. Bye. Yeah, I'd love to come over to the U.S., buddy. I'm hoping to get over next year. Yeah, come on through, man. We will welcome you. Do you follow Barber? Okay, he's talking to Rusty. Rusty, you see that? Do you follow Barber, whatever that is? Oh, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Facts. I had to get out of my own head. I was overthinking the fade process. There you go, man. It's all about perspective. And if you start looking at things in a different light, you'll start to see that it ain't as bad as what I was thinking, man. But with that being said, man, I love you guys. The support is real. 30K, we made it, which means that I really get to do my 30K giveaway, guys. Like, I have bought all this stuff, these bags and all these different things, and I was looking at my numbers in the December 1st when we started Vlogmas, and I told you guys that I was gonna do the giveaway, 30K giveaway. I looked at my numbers and it was like 29,100 and something. And I said, man, I'm not even doing tutorials right now. I'm just going live. So I don't think I'm gonna make it. And that was as recent as a week ago when I said I don't think I'm gonna make 30K. But here's to January or February, we'll be able to do it. And now we look up and we got a video that was already posted back in May, has risen even more, and it's going crazy. And more people started finding out and jumping into the lives. And so it's just wild that we went ahead and hit it today. What is December 19th? And I couldn't be more grateful. Not really based on the numbers, but based on the support, especially for you guys. That's why I make sure I call your guys' names out, because this is a relationship. You know, I may not get to know your guys' personality, but you guys are investing in me, so I could at least do this and reinvest back into you. So, man, with that being said, have a great night. I will be back here tomorrow, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love y'all. Peace. Well, y'all can keep me talking, bro. Y'all can see that. All right, man. I'll holler at y'all.